At 10 with the BBC News, I'm Anna Preston. There's been international condemnation of the deadliest missile strike to hit Ukraine for more than a year. Officials say more than 50 people died in the Russian attack on the village of Grajar. Many of the victims had been attending a funeral wake. Rishi Sunak said it illustrated Moscow's barbarity. Sir Keir Starmer's refused to commit to reversing the decision to scrap the northern leg of HS2 if Labour gets into power at the next election.
After the mess that the government has made of HS2, then it's impossible to commit to reinstate that. They've blown such a hole in it, and they're already talking about releasing the land that would have been needed to take the line to Manchester.
Well, it's also emerged HS2 won't be extended to London Euston unless enough private investment is secured for the project. And Rishi Sunak's defended filming a video about the cancellation of the HS2 line between Birmingham and Manchester at the weekend before the decision to axe the project was taken. The Prime Minister said a formal decision was only taken yesterday. A nurse at Blackpool Victoria Hospital has been found guilty of drugging patients to keep them quiet. Preston Crown Court heard Catherine Hudson gave unprescribed sedatives to two people in her care between February 2017 and November 2018. The 54-year-old was cleared of ill-treating two other patients, but jurors also convicted her of conspiring with a junior colleague, 48-year-old Charlotte Wilmot. Blackpool Teaching Hospitals NHS Trust has apologised. They'll be sentenced next month. World temperatures in September have smashed the previous record according to climate scientists. Last month was 0.5 Celsius hotter than the previous record set 3 years ago. 2023 is now on track to be the warmest year on record. A theatre in Norfolk is claiming to have discovered the only surviving stage on which William Shakespeare performed as an actor. Historians brought in to inspect St George's Guildhall in Kings Lynn during renovation work uncovered the original floor and dated it back to the 1400s. The theatre's creative director Tim Fitzhyam says records show Shakespeare would have performed in the town more than 100 years later.
We know that Shakespeare was on stage in 1592 due to what was essentially a bad review by a man called Robert Greene, also from Norfolk, who wrote that Shakespeare was an upstart crow in a play. So we've got Shakespeare on stage, we've got Shakespeare's company in Kings Lynn, and we have an event in the venue that inspired Shakespeare to rewrite Hamlet.
And experts say a portion of Hadrian's Wall next to where the world-famous Sycamore Gap tree was felled has been damaged. Historic England says archaeological appraisals will be carried out on the section of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's 3 minutes past 10.
Paul Miller.
The sound. The sound. The sound. The sound of the South. And all the music you love. BBC.
Evening all, yes, here we are for one more time, a little soiree with me and you. And a few waifs and strays have popped into the studio tonight as well. It is our last show. We've got some amazing guests. I don't know who wrote this, but amazing guests. We got some memories, we got some fun, and as always, we've got some great music as well. So much to squeeze in between now and 1 o'clock. And once again, 2 bags as well. We better get started.
The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no, it's not the things you do that tease and hurt me bad, but it's the way you do the things you do to me. I'm
Blondie. And the tide is high. It's just came out to 7 minutes past 10. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the south and east. And of course, round the world online, wherever you happen to be. Great to have you with us tonight. It's our final one. It's our final show. And we have got so many good things to squeeze in over the next 3 hours. We've got 2 bags once again tonight. We'll be doing the bag in about half an hour as always. Another one in the middle hour. At the same time as that, if you would like a little message, if you'd like to say hello to someone or just a little Byesy bye, what we're going to do is this. To make it fair, because there will be so many people wanting to have their little say, we want everyone to get a chance. We are going to invite you now to phone in. You can speak to the lovely Emily. She's a bit bossy, but she's lovely. And she will actually record your little message and we are going to play them out throughout the programme, okay? And on social media, Emily mentioned this a little bit earlier on, and the first ones have started to come through. They are absolutely lovely. Let's hear the first lot. Then I'll tell you how you get in contact if you wish to do so.
Hi Paul, it's Marianne from Banbury. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to listen to your shows all these years. And I just want to wish you all the very, very best of luck for the future. We will miss you loads.
So this is Will Doyle and Steve Langsdale here at Thurrock Community Radio. Just to thank you really for the last many years that you've been on the radio. You've certainly inspired me to want to work in broadcasting.
If it wasn't for you, there's a lot of people around here who wouldn't be into radio, so you're going to be missed, Paul.
Ex-nurse Jenny from Wimborne. Hi Paul, you've been with us through good and bad times and we'll miss you so much and your laugh. On the plus side, I'll be able to go out in the daytime without a disguise. All those names you've called me in the past.
Hello Paul, it's Irene here from Bognor. The first time I ever spoke to you was on the bag about 8 years ago now, and Pat Sissons was producing the show and I was shaking like a leaf and Pat said to me, he said, no Paul, we'll put you at ease, which of course you did. At 10 o'clock in the evenings, it all seemed like a big family show with all the listeners calling in. It's just that I want to say a big, big thank you to you.
Good evening, Paul. I just wish to say that it's been an honour taking care of the Paul Miller Radio Listeners Group over on Facebook, and by that helping people who listen to you fondly with questions to help their knowledge with the bag. I wish to send you warm wishes for a great future in whatever you do decide to do. Best wishes from Simon in Westmoors.
Oh, Simon and everybody else, thank you so much. If you would like to record a little message, and we'll play them out throughout the programme, which is so, so nice, all you've got to do is give us a ring. You can do that now.
Call 0808 100 3800.
Okay, plenty of time, so you get through on the phone, you'll speak to the lovely Emily, and she will talk you through it, and everything will be sorted out for you, okay? So thank you so much for those. There have been so many coming through. And I just want to say, before I go any further, all the emails, hundreds of them, I cannot mention them all, but thank you so, so much. It is absolutely amazing. I am gobsmacked. I really am. Thank you. So it's 10 past 10. As you know, throughout the week, I have been visited by some old crocs from the past, people that have worked on this programme, producers extraordinaire. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Russell is with us.
It's really gone downhill tonight.
I was going to say, save the best to last.
Yes, finish with a pop. Yes.
But don't switch off, because Mr. Bob's with us in the next hour.
You can just make your way through the next hour. Bob's on. It'll definitely lift, I promise you.
It'll be absolutely fine.
It can only go uphill from here.
It's good to see you. I don't see you very often now.
We don't, no, yes.
Because you now do normal hours and things, don't you?
Exactly. And I actually work in this studio during the afternoon. So I'm in the same place. I haven't moved. I just moved across the clock, really. That's all. Yeah, so it's nice to be in the same studio as I'm always in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on holiday this week.
Oh, are you?
I've given up holiday to be here. Can you believe
Really?
this? Yeah.
Good grief.
We're having words of management later.
Yeah, I was going to say, early signs of dementia come in all sorts of ways. You never know.
Don't they
You never know what it's going to be.
By the way, I've got to say, I was enjoying listening to the messages there. Familiar names as well in amongst them. Jenny, phoning from, I think she was in a shoebox.
It
was
went
very,
from
very enclosed, wasn't it? Hi, it's Jenny here from
It's the British Legion.
Ah, that makes sense.
It's a bit noisy down there. I think she was echoing a bit. It's the British Legion. Yeah, she's always there till midnight, most nights. Christmas night, bank holidays, the lot. She's always there.
Oh, bless her. No, it's good to hear some old names there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, of course, you, Mr. Russell, you're with us for quite some time. I was surprised because I was only thinking that you were with us for maybe sort of a year or two, but it was a lot longer than that, wasn't it? You were with us for quite some time.
It was 2016 to 2021.
Yeah, it was
roughly.
quite a while.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you were responsible for a lot of the things that we do on this show. Some of them that just, changed the world forever. Twisted Tracks was your idea. Thank you for that, which just went crazy. And incidentally, has not eased off at all. We had our final one last week and the phones were still ringing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Flippity Word Game was yours.
It was, yes.
That was one of your ideas.
Yeah.
International Nights, a lot of people spoke about. International Nights was a great idea and you put so much work into this. So we spoke to people listening to this programme in other countries.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we had the places you'd expect, the English-speaking countries, Canada, North America, Australia, New Zealand, stuff like that. People in Europe who were listening to this programme, I don't know why I'm laughing, they were listening because they wanted to hear normal people, and that's why I'm laughing, speaking English, because when they listen to the news on, say, Radio 4 or the World Service, people speak very formally, but they wanted to hear real people speaking English.
They tuned into this.
So they tuned into this, and I had to say, so the amount of people who said that to me from Poland and Italy and other places, so that's why the reason I listened.
Extraordinary.
We had at least 3 or 4 people from Japan.
Yes, we did.
One fella from Chinese Taipei.
I remember that.
I honestly don't know where that is. I think it's near China.
It sounded good,
but beyond that, it really impressive.
Yeah, it sounded
all
good.
over the world. Fantastic. So a real mix. I always wanted someone from South America, and we did get someone in Argentina and someone in Brazil.
Yeah, we
fantastic.
did.
Really
absolutely
enjoyed those.
Super. Love that. Was absolutely brilliant. And again, to people who do listen to this programme around the world, thank you very much. Then, of course, there was the double letter getter game, all sorts of things like that, which I'm very grateful for because they were just great ideas and they worked so well. And of course, we had a lot of laughs.
We did.
The thing is, they were usually at my expense, which was never part of the deal, but they were always at my expense. And, well, for some reason, you thought this back in the day was hilarious. I had to stay back and clean the oven and the mess that I had made.
Blimey, that's
with this old scouring powder called Glitto. Glitto, which I think was probably a GLC effort. It was called Glitto.
Glitto. Were they the same people who made that toilet paper out of tracing
that
paper?
That was Isel. No, it was
Glitto and Isel.
No,
bringing you the future yesterday.
It was called Glitto, and there was another one as well that used to come in like a purple one called Foamy, and we used to use that for cleaning the sink.
You're making these up.
No, it's called. I don't know. There must be somebody else who remembers this stuff.
Foamy and Glitto.
Foamy was also.
Foamy and Glitto.
I think that was more expensive. That had bleach in it.
They sound like cartoon characters. No. Foamy and Glitto, like a cat and a dog or something.
If anyone remembers Glitto scouring powder when they were at school in the 70s, then I want you to text or email or whatever. Don't phone because Russell's in here. I'm not the only person. And I'm not going cream crackers either.
I genuinely thought you were making them up. I thought it was a wind-up.
You see what life was like in a London comprehensive school in the 70s.
Yeah, exactly. It was all I can remember the tracing paper toilet paper, which was
the Isel,
a horror. Yeah, but it was
and you never knew which side was which.
No,
no further.
But it's the fact you knew the name of it as well that threw me as well.
Yeah,
that was a really confusing night for me.
It was good stuff, Foamy. You get anything off with that.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever bring it back.
I hope not.
Imagine the chemicals are in those things.
Well, yes, it does make you wonder, and it would have been dirt cheap as well, wouldn't it, back in the day?
Oh, absolute horror.
But I still don't think it's funny at all, to be honest with you, just everyday life. Now, tell me, can you remember what on earth we were talking about here? Okay, I've got another clip for you. Now, this is Hazel. She came on to share the details of her shower routine, and she quickly realised that, well, it could be improved.
I take the shower off,
whip
it up and down all my body, then I've got a seat in there, and I sit on the seat, I pull my curtains all the way round, I sit on the seat, got the radio on, Paul, and I'm singing away, and I love it because I can sit down, but I never thought about the cup of tea, so I'm going to take a flask. I think that's a blooming good idea.
You're going to take a flask in the shower.
I am, Paul. That's a blooming good idea. You don't think I'm going to walk in my flat from my bathroom naked, all dripping, to get to the kettle?
And we, or at least I, spoke to her again after that, and she did try it with just having a cup and saucer. Sat there with a cup and saucer, and the shower water's coming down. It was a never-ending cup of tea. Oh, bless her. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. That really was. I can't remember how we got to that, but that happened frequently.
Oh, I've got no idea how we got to that. That's I genuinely don't remember.
How we got to her soaping herself all over in the shower, the flask.
It was. I think it was something based around what you did in the bath or shower, or something about routines that people did.
Yeah, that was routines.
I remember there was a fella once who phoned, and I was in the other room, and he said, he had an answer to whatever we were doing. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're very echoey. He said, I'm in the bath. And I said, well, can you turn the radio down in the background so that Paul doesn't, so there's not a problem on air? And he went, there was a big sigh. And you know that weird sound when your body lifts from the bath? It's a sort of a strange sort of vacuum with water thing. Yeah. So I then can hear all this water coming up. And then, when you walk across the tiled floor in bare feet, you do it on your heels. Yes. So you could hear the heels going across, and there was a pause, and then the radio went off, and then the feet came, and I could hear him sighing, and then he got back in the bath. And then he went on air. But unfortunately, I could visualise too much in that moment. Too much. I don't know if I ever answered the phone to that fella again.
He wouldn't want to talk to you anyway. Oh, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. These little things that you remember. I always remember some years ago, I was talking to a gentleman on the phone I was answering a question or something. We're just chatting away, everything's fine. And then suddenly the loo flushed. And I said, where are you? He said, I'm in the bathroom. I said, are you on your own? He said, yes. I said, you've just poured the chai. And he said, yes, I've just been to the toilet.
Thank you very much.
And I've never forgotten that. It sort of changed my life forever.
Do you know, one of the earliest conversation pieces we did was literally a week or two after I started, where I phoned a friend of mine, and she wouldn't answer the phone because she was naked. Ooh. And she said, I can't talk to you naked. I went, but I can't see you. And it became one of those things we said, well, just ask the listeners. I think it might have been a South Says, actually. It might have been either you will or you won't.
Yes.
There's things that happen in your life and you end up bringing them to work.
Yeah.
And maybe you shouldn't, to be honest with you. There you go.
Absolutely. But it was interesting, wasn't it? See, we know more about people listening to this programme than they realise. We know their bathroom habits, what they do and don't wear, what they do in the shower. Yes. You name it. We got it all. It's coming up to 20 past 10. If you just joined us, welcome along. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South and East. Our final show tonight, and we continue to have a little bit of a look back over the last 23 years of this programme and some of the wonderful people who have worked on this programme and popping in to see us throughout the week. Mr. Russell is with us tonight, and of course some little gems and things to recall, and we'll be doing the bag with Russell as well in about 15-20 minutes time. Okay, remember we do 2 bags a night this week, so the final 2. So the penultimate one at about 25-22 thereabouts. Now then, let's very quickly talk about the bag questions during your time on the show, because it's been such a huge part of this programme for such a long time. The gentleman who invented the bag, Bob, will be with us in the next hour. But I just wanted to let you listen to something first. Okay, the first subject tonight is going to be James Bond for number 1, please. James Bond.
I've been looking forward to this question.
Oh, no, you're not going to do one of your impersonations, are you?
After the way we stumbled through The Wizard of Oz, not a chance, no. In The World Is Not Enough.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay. Serena Scott Thomas played which character? Multiple choice. Was she Dr. Molly Warmflash? Was she Professor Dolly Heatstroke? Or was she Madam Holly Wetstep?
No!
One of those actually was real.
None of the above.
That was fabulous.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to have a guess. They all sound daft.
Oh, I've been waiting a fortnight for that question
to
come out. Yeah.
And the answer was...
Yes, it was Dr. Molly Warmflash. And I've got to tell you this, eerie coincidence, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, one Sunday on ITV4, I can't even remember which film it was now, but the film came on because I saw her and I thought, oh no. And I started then telling my other half, who was sat next to me, explaining what you've just heard on air, but I didn't get it out because I was so busy laughing at us, laughing at ourselves. I had tears coming down my face. Ruined the film for her.
Yeah, well, of course, yes, as you do. Do you know,
wonderful.
I think out of all the things we get up to, the bag is the one that is most controversial. You know, there can be a night where we have a question and we have the answer and one person is convinced the answer is not correct and we know it is. And this can go into all sorts of directions.
You get lots of calls off air. And
yes.
I always know that when you have the conversation, they say, well, the question was, and I say, yeah, but the answer is, and they say, yeah, if they use the words but or if, you already know they're on a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
But sometimes we get it wrong. We're human beings.
Yeah, of course we do, still do.
Probably Dan doesn't. He's probably on top of it.
Yeah, he does.
Unlike the rest of us.
Yeah, but, he does. He gets it wrong.
Yes, people get vexed sometimes with the bag, don't they? But it's good. It's good, clean fun.
It is. It is very good, clean fun. I wanted to go back very briefly to the Twisted Tracks. I mentioned at the beginning, you introduced that idea, and it went on to be something that just, almost took over everyone's lives, I think. You know, every Friday originally, then Thursday, coming up with these brilliant suggestions. People have been asking me how it came about, and I said, well, when Russell comes in, I'll see if he can remember, because it was your idea. Didn't we just do it for a one-off or something, and then people said keep doing it?
Yeah, well, that was the Tuesday joke, which I don't know if it's still a Tuesday, it was a Wednesday, but
Wednesday,
the Tuesday joke. The Tuesday joke started, I mentioned it because that was literally the audience persisting in doing something that we weren't asking for, and so we ended up then doing it on the programme. Somebody phoned up one night and told literally one or two jokes after each other, and other people got the appetite, and that just evolved, and you were still doing it years later, and there was nothing to do.
Last week.
Twisted Tracks. It was something I saw on Twitter. And it was somebody was messing about with films by change the title by using change the title following a theme. I think it was DIY, so I second that, emulsion.
Yes,
I saw that and it made me laugh out loud at home, and then I found myself trying to find a way of engineering it into the programme. I had no idea it was going to blow up like it did.
Blow up.
And it's funny because there used to be people who'd say to me on the phone next door, I really don't like this game, I do think it's a bit silly, and I'd be looking at all the phone lines flashing solidly for 3 hours thinking, well, we ain't stopping now.
No.
We got a hit.
It was a bit Marmite. I mean, every week people say, I don't like this. Then you get people texting in and saying, it's the best night of the week. It's like with everything, isn't it? I mean, there are some people who didn't like the bag.
Yeah.
Some people didn't like talking points. Some people didn't like me. I understand that.
Oh, people definitely didn't like me.
I understand
the thing is, when you're on the phone in the other room, they're not afraid of phoning and telling you they don't like you either.
Did you go on, spill the beans? Did you ever get any people phone out to give you a good telling off?
Oh yes, I've had formal complaints against me.
Have you? Oh, this is so exciting.
Oh, it's nothing I hadn't earned. There was one lady who made a formal complaint about me, but she named 3 or 4 different things all at once that couldn't have happened because they were different things on different days. It was so complicated. It happened.
People.
But it's fine. People get invested, and that's not a bad thing. It's look at how long you've been doing this. It's what is it now?
124 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if people aren't invested, you wouldn't still be here doing it for so long, would you? So no, it was all good, clean fun. The Flippity Word game was a game. I heard someone talking on a radio station about a game they played on holiday called Reverse Caravan, and it was
I remember this name.
Really weird, and it was never a game that anybody played on the radio. It's just I heard about this thing and listened to this bloke explaining it, and it was rubbish. And then I tried to find a way of making it into a game that worked, which obviously it ended up just about working. So sometimes it's a seed comes from somewhere else, and then but you've got a night of game creators, haven't you? Because you've got the king of the bag next door who's going to be on after 11.
Yeah, Mr. Bob, who created the bag. It was his idea, and I think it's a very simple idea in that it's a general knowledge quiz. It's the whole concept of a bag that just took over.
Yeah.
And as you know, we had people making bags and send them in. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of them. It was just such a great concept. I mean, what else would you call it? A load of subjects in a bag. What else would you call it?
And having seen all the bags, some of them are magnificent, some fantastic needlework, some of them quite intimidating in their own way. And it's funny how people's minds work. work.
They do.
But I greatly admire the amount of effort that people put into it, and again, how invested people are. It's fantastic.
It was lots of fun with lots of things. And the great thing is, of course, not only did we, we play games and had little quizzes and so on, but we used to have some really interesting conversations, and they would always be about what I call everyday things. You know,
yeah.
We're not going to talk about politics and all that rubbish. We'll talk about, normal things. Have you got a spin dryer dumped in your front garden?
Absolutely.
This is what matters in the world.
I thought you were about to bring up when I fell down that ditch.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'd forgotten. This took over, and your blasted wellies. Remind us about the ditch for people who didn't hear. This was legendary.
Driving home on a dual carriageway near Christchurch, and it was obviously about 2:00, 2:30 in the morning, and I saw this cat on the central reservation sat on the metal barrier, and there was very few cars about, but I thought, this is not right. So I pulled up. It was raining. So I went over, had to sort of not chase the cat, but didn't want to be picked up at first. And I wanted to get it out the road, hazard lights on, in the rain. Picked it up, took it across the dual carriageway, got to the other side, saw the path and went down to put it, because there was buildings and a fence behind there, so we could go over the fence. So I went to put it down on the path, and as I stepped on the path, it wasn't a path, it was the light was deceptive, the yellow street lights, and it was a ditch. and I went into it. Cat jumped out of my arms on the way down. I then kind of come to, realising I'm looking up into the rain and I'm about 4 foot under in a shallow grave. And then the real kicker was when I finally climbed out. No one notices, of course, because it's that late at night.
Yeah, it's dark.
The next night I'm driving home. You know what I see? That cat is sat on the central reservation again. And the amount of times I saw it after that while driving home, I'm not staying for you.
It didn't want to be rescued.
No,
it was quite happy.
You can get run over. I'm not doing that twice.
Oh, that was I'd forgotten all about that. I really. And you've got to just give us a little insight into the wellies, because the other day when I said you were going to be on, somebody messaged through, I think several people did, and said, will he have his wellies on? So what was this fascination with your footwear?
It was the wellies are in the boot of the car. I always carry wellies.
Joking,
always got wellies in the back of the car. It was I don't remember what I got them for. It wasn't for this, but I found myself driving back through the forest, and I remember once herding a herd of deer. Genuinely, because they were in the middle of the road in the New Forest.
No one else.
So I made the effort to get them out of the way because of the speed that cars go down there. And I got out and I realised that I was going to get, my feet were getting all wet and muddy because there's no drainage in the forest, is there? Yeah. So after that, always pack the wellies, which became a theme. I even got birthday cakes from listeners with wellies on.
You did?
Yeah, so I still carry them just for that one moment when I got to get out in the rain.
Oh, no one else ever would go through those escapades. They really wouldn't. But of course, people have different ideas. People do things in different ways. You produce this programme in a particular way. And obviously, it was working its magic, because one day, at the time you were working on the show, we discovered something. And I thought, good grief, surely not. This is true. In 2016, the Prime Minister at the time, Theresa May, told the Radio Times that when she goes to bed, she quite likes listening to this show. No. Stop saying we're making it up. Listen to this.
Do you still listen to BBC Radio Berkshire late at night to relax, like you told the Radio Times?
I do indeed, yes.
So you're a Paul Miller Show fan?
I was exactly going to say that from time to time, when I'm here in the constituency, I listen to Paul Miller.
They outed her the following week after she said that.
Beginning of the end, quite literally.
That was the end of her career.
If there's any politicians you want unemployed, get them tuned into the Paul Miller Show.
Really the end of that. It's great to hear that little clip, actually. It was one of our colleagues, Andrew, at BBC Radio Berkshire, who interviewed her and asked her that. And there you go, there's the proof of the pudding. There she was, lovely Theresa May, who used to go to bed listening to this programme. So just imagine, she had a day across the dispatch box, shouting and hollering, does the right honourable lady not think this? And my right honourable friend,
trying to work out who's going to put the bins out.
Exactly. Don't worry about it, she would say. I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to put the Paul Miller Show on, because Russell's coming in a minute with his wellies. He's going to fall down a ditch and we're going to do the bag. This is how they live. It's the way they live.
Yes.
It's got to be done.
It's quite impressive to find out the Prime Minister's listening to your programme.
It was. When I first heard it, I didn't believe it. I thought, oh, this is some joke. Someone's been having a joke. Yeah. And then Andrew sent me the clip. He said, no, listen, I actually asked her. And sure enough, there she was. If you are listening, Theresa May, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. That was lots of fun. Well, what can I say? So much happened in those years.
quite a lot.
We had Christmases and New Year's and all sorts of things we got up to.
We had really good fun. I must admit, I've never worked so many Christmases and New Year's and Boxing Days and Christmas Eves in my life. But I did actually weirdly enjoy that. I didn't think I would at the time. I thought I'd be all resentful. But they were quite lovely shows because people are at home and they're invested and they're taking part, and you're in their home with them, and they're kind of. It's like they're in your home, which is obviously because this is a bit like a home, isn't it?
Old people's home tonight.
Yeah, it's been like that all week with all the old producers. It's been like one flew through the cuckoo's nest.
Yes, it has. As long as I'm not Jack Nicholson, I don't mind. Now then, I've got to ask you, do you remember how the bag works?
Vaguely, yeah.
Can you remember? Because I know you thought those days were gone, but I'm afraid you've got to do it one more time.
No, I got to tell you this. There was something came up on TV the other day, and I said, oh, that's such and such. And my other half looked at me and I went, it's a bag question. I'd written it as a bag question about 4 years previous. Yeah, I forget what the fact was now, but I actually heard it. I said, well, that's what that was.
You see, it's an education.
I am haunted by it.
Yeah, yes. I know, I can imagine. It's an education.
I actually enjoyed compiling those questions, you know. Because
I don't think Dan does. He gets the ump some nights.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit wearing, but you learn a lot of stuff.
You do.
You instantly forget all of it, but you...
Yeah, absolutely. But you do learn things, especially when you get an answer wrong, because we're human beings, and then you'll get 500 phone calls telling you it's wrong.
Absolutely, yes.
And I will say on the air, thank you for correcting us. We know it's wrong. And then another 500 will come through. Did you know that question's wrong? 10 to 1 in the morning, yes.
The one that always got people was the presidents of the United States, because they'd win the election in the November, but the job doesn't start until the January.
Yes,
and so
they're elect, aren't they?
So depending on how you phrase the question, people go, they get very vexed about it, and you say, well, the question was... Yeah, but I did fall foul myself. I actually asked the question in the wrong way without realising that in the very early days.
But... It happens. It happens. Right, let me just say, if you are calling to leave a message, as I mentioned a little earlier on, lines are temporarily closed now for the bag, which we are about to do, okay? But they will be open again just after 11. So if you're calling to leave a message, the lines are now temporarily closed for the bag, because it is almost that time again. The excitement. The excitement. In fact, we're getting ourselves organised. We'll have a little bit of a swing our hips to the disco inferno, and then we'll do it, shall we?
I'll get my tights and glitter on.
I wish you would. The way you look at the moment is ridiculous. Supertramps, Disco Inferno. It's 23 minutes to 11.
BBC Radio Solent.
And of course, Mr. Russell is with us for this hour tonight. And we are going to do the first bag of the night. It's just 2 more bags. There'll be another one in the next hour. But if you would like to have a go at the bag for this hour, all you've got to do is this. In a moment, I'm going to pull out 6 subjects. For each of those, Russell will give us a question. We'll write down some answers, have a quick song. We'll then get back together again and do some marking. If you'd like to join us, it's the luck of the draw. Give us a ring on the usual number. If the phone rings, you're on one of the lines, stay there. Dan will get the old banger going. It generates a number at random that corresponds to one of our phone lines. That'll be the phone line that is answered. So, let the fun begin. Radio, good luck as always. First one out tonight, Mr. Russell, is going to be animals, please. Number 1.
Animals, number 1. Which continent do meerkats originally come from? Which continent do meerkats originally come from?
Not sure. I'm going to have a guess. I am going to go for that.
If you base it on them adverts, that might actually confuse you.
You see, well, I made myself look a pillock. It may have been when you were on the programme. I never realised meerkats were real. I always thought they were just these creations for adverts. You see, I never knew they were real. And somebody was talking about one day, and I said, they're not real. And they said, what? And then I realised that I got it very, very wrong. I was a late learner. Number 2, weird how sometimes these come together. Number 2 is geography.
Geography, number 2. Where is it? There it is. What is the name of a smaller river that flows into a larger one? This is a multiple choice question. What is the name of a smaller river that flows into a larger one? Is it auxiliary, contributory, or tributary? Auxiliary, is that, as it might be a typo there. Auxiliary or auxiliary, contributory or tributary.
You can see why you left. 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
I love it. Number 3 tonight.
See, if I'd have written that question, well,
you wouldn't have had
it. I wouldn't have had it because I can't say half the words.
I wouldn't have had that. Number 3 tonight is decades 1970s, please.
The 1970s, I definitely remember that, unfortunately.
I don't.
Let's have a look.
Too young.
Released in 1977, Star Wars was given an episode, or which episode number was it given when it was retitled? Released in 1977, Star Wars was given which episode number when it was retitled?
Oh, I wouldn't know that. No, I'm afraid I'm no good at that sort of thing. I don't know that. Number 4. Colours, please, number 4.
Colours. There it is. On an Ordnance Survey map, what colour are the contour lines? Is it orange or brown?
Ooh. Right, I'm going to go for that one. That one. Some good questions tonight, aren't there? Good grief. 2 more. Number 5. Random chance. Could be anything.
Random chance. Number 5. Here we go. Originally released in 1992, how many times has ABBA Gold been reissued? Originally released in 1992, how many times has ABBA Gold been reissued?
Not a multiple choice, I take it?
No. God, it's tough love.
See, it's one of those albums that's probably been released quite a few times. Okay, I'm going to go for that. It's a pure guess, though. Last one, number 6. And that is going to be what year, please? What year?
What year? What year was Nelson Mandela released from prison? What year was Nelson Mandela released from prison?
Yeah, I think I know that. It's just like a general question I know.
I'm trying to remember where I was.
Down the pub, probably. Right, that is number 6. We'll run through again, see if we play, in case we missed any.
Absolutely. So question number 1 was animals. Which continent do meerkats originally come from? Question number 2 was geography. What is the name of a smaller river that flows into a larger one? Is it auxiliary, contributory, or tributary? Question number 3 is decades, the 1970s. Released in 1977, Star Wars was given which episode number when it was retitled? Question number 4 was colours. On an Ordnance Survey map, what colour are the contour lines? Is it orange or brown? Question number 5, random chance. Originally released in 1992, how many times has ABBA Gold been reissued? And number 6 was what year? What year was Nelson Mandela released from prison?
All right, thank you very much. If you'd like to join us on the phone to run through the answer to the penultimate bag, give us a ring.
Call 0808 100 3800.
BBC Radio Solent.
You know what to do. If the phone starts to ring, stay where you are.
We love to boogie. We love to boogie. Jitterbug boogie. Bowling Billy boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. Belinda Mayfinder's got a Cadillac bone. Jamie lost a cherry walking all the way home. The passion of the earth blasted his mind. Now his need sweet, ready for the moon base grind. We love to boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. I said we love to boogie. We love to boogie. High school boogie. Jitterbug boogie. We love to boogie on a Saturday night. Oh, yeah. With a rattlesnake head with a tail feathers high. Jitterbug left and smiled to the sky. With your black velvet cape and your stovepipe hat. Bebop baby, the dance is where it at. I love to boogie. Yes, I love to boogie on a Saturday night. I said I love to boogie. I love to boogie. Jitterbug boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie on a Saturday night. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie on a Saturday night. Wow, I love to boogie.
T-Rex and I Love to Boogie. Right, it's quarter to... I'll tell you what I'm laughing at in a minute. It's quarter to 11, Paul Show from the BBC in the South and East. We have our penultimate bag. Mr. Russell is with us, and on the phone, Jill from Shanklin. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Paul.
You'll find out what I'm laughing at in a minute. How do you think you've done on the bag, sweetie pie? What do you reckon?
If I'm lucky, 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 as well, to be honest with you. I don't think I've done extremely well. However, we can find out as we make our way through. We'll take it in turns to go first with each. Would you like to go first or second with number 1?
Second, please.
Rightio. So I'll go first with number 1, number 3 and number 5. And Jill has 2, 4 and 6. Good luck, Jill. I can feel a 6 coming on.
And you.
Right, so it's me first then, Mr. Russell. Number 1 was animals.
Yes. Which continent do meerkats originally come from?
I'm not sure. I've gone Africa, maybe. It's got to be somewhere like that. How about you, Jill?
I thought Africa.
Right.
Now, Jill, I was wondering whether you might be deceived by the Eastern European names that the meerkats in the adverts have.
Okay.
Were you tempted? Were you tempted to say Russia? No, I can reassure you. The correct answer is Africa. Well
Is
done.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! Well done. One apiece. Lovely. Okay. Number 2, just so we can hear him say it again, is geography. Jill first.
What is the name of a smaller river that flows into a larger one? Is it auxiliary, is it contributory, or is it tributary?
Tributary.
Right, I didn't know this. I went for the middle one, contributory, meaning that it's sort of, it's adding its bit of moisture to the proceedings.
It is tributary, so
well
Jill is right. Well done, Jill.
There's you with your Open University degree coming in. Congratulations. Number three, 1970s. It's me first.
Released in 1977, Star Wars was given which episode number when it was retitled?
Now, I don't know this. I have no idea. I've just come up with a number, which is probably completely wrong. I've said 50. It's a pure guess rather than leaving it blank. How about you, Jill?
I thought 3.
Oh, I'm miles out.
Oh, Jill, so close but no cigar. Episode 4.
Oh, no, so close. Okay, never mind. 50.
No.
50.
There's been a lot of Star Wars films, but
not that many.
I don't think they've reached 50 yet.
That was Rocky 96, was it, or something, Okay, this is what I've been laughing at, Jill. It's number 4, the colours question, and it's you first.
On an Ordnance Survey map, what colour are the contour lines? Is it orange or brown?
I thought brown.
And I've gone for sort of an orangey browny colour, so I've said orange, yes.
So here's the thing.
You'll love this, Jill. Listen to this.
It's not an either-or answer. Either orange or brown are both right.
It's the answer he gave us.
So I gave... Because I picked orange, and it turns out we're all right. And if you managed to get this question wrong, you clearly weren't listening. Yeah, if you said orange or brown, well, you got a point. Well done.
During T-Rex, Dan came in and he said, you got it completely wrong.
I tell you what, Jill, normal service has been resumed.
It has. Russell's back. Right, Jill, 3 for you. You're looking good. And I've got 2. There are 2 more to go. Number 5 is Random Chance. That's going to be me first.
Originally released in 1992, how many times has ABBA Gold been reissued?
I don't know this. It's one of those albums that's been released so many times. I've said 4. It's probably more than that, though. How about you, Jill?
I thought 3, but that's a pure guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're both very similar.
It's actually 6.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Around
1999,
Christmas time,
2002, 2008, 2010, 2014 and 2022. You can't get enough ABBA, can you?
Good grief. Okay, well done. And the final one is number 6, which is what year? That's you first, please, Jill.
What year was Nelson Mandela released from prison?
1990.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just like a general knowledge question that you hear so many times. I think it is 1990.
1990 it was, yeah.
Yay!
Look at you, Jill, with 4 out of 6. Well done.
Bravo.
Brilliant. I've got 3, so no washing up for me tonight, which is excellent. Oh, Mr. Russell, we don't do naughty step anymore.
No, do you not?
Well, apparently... It gets a bit cold in the winter, and if you're still on a naughty step, you can get, things.
Oh.
So we thought we can't have that.
No, and chilblains.
Exactly, but no more of that. So therefore, we now do washing up instead. So no one is going to be washing up tonight, which is good. But there again, we don't know about your score yet. Had you been playing?
Well, thanks to my either or, orange or brown, I managed to catch myself a late point. So I got 3, the same as you.
Hey, well done.
Well done.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Oh,
well done, Jill. Yeah?
4 years ago was the last time I managed to get through on the bag, and I actually got one of your bags.
Oh, the jute bags.
The jute bags, yes.
Yes.
What do you do?
They are fantastic.
They're really strong, aren't they?
You get 6 bottles of wine and 4 cans of brown ale in there, no trouble at all.
There is one in one of them.
6 bottles of milk.
Oh, that's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah, Jill, come on, shape up.
Go for it, girl.
Funny, I could hear a hint of sherry in your voice, but no, if you say it's milk.
That's normal.
You cheeky whatnot.
Look after that bag, Jill, won't you? And look after yourselves, and you take lots of care of yourself.
And you as well. And it's lovely to speak to you again, Russell.
Take care. Lovely. Lovely to speak to you too.
Thanks, Jill. No, sweetheart. Byesy, bye. Night.
Bye.
There you go. There's Jill from Shanklin. So the final bag will be in an hour's time with the gentleman who invented the bag, and that is producer Bob.
He is effectively the bag Oppenheimer.
Absolutely. So if you want to clout someone, if you don't like it, you know what to do. Absolutely. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. So enjoyed the bag. I haven't had a 6 for weeks. Do you know that?
Have you not?
No. I said to Dan the other week, I said, so I don't like, look a complete pillock. Could I just pretend one night? You know what he's like. No. I thought, okay, well, at least I asked.
My mum plays, but she never talks about the score, so I'm
I wonder where that is.
I'm guessing there's no 6s there either.
There's been loads and loads of lovely messages coming through tonight. Remember, we are recording your messages, so everybody gets a chance. We've got some more to come before the news. First of all, though, Sugar Babes.
Here for celebration, yeah, we all have some fun. But who's gonna be here when the party's done? Yeah, you can talk all that big talk, but tell me, can you back it up? Really, all I wanna feel is grown up love. Not just the days where we stood in the warmth of the sun rays. I wanna know, will you be there in the thunder, through the storm? Will you run or will you be there when the rain comes? When it's pouring in the cold, will you go? Will you be there when the rain comes? All looks so good on the surface, easy to come for the ride, but I need you here in the dark and the light. Not just the days when we were stood in the warmth of the sun rays. I wanna know, will you be there in the thunder, through the storm? Will you run or will you be there when the rain comes? Big storms, yeah. In the cold, will you go? Will you be there when the rain comes? Don't want a temporary love, I need something permanent. Something like I know you will when you say you will. Yeah. Nothing make me disappear. I need it to be real. Will you be there in the thunder? Will you be there through the storm? Will you run or will you be there when the rain comes? Will you be there in the cold? Will you go? Will you be there when the rain comes?
Sugar Babes and When the Rain Comes. 4 minutes to 11. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South and East. So we've been asking you this evening if you'd like to have a little message, then you can give us a ring on the usual number and record your message with us. I shall tell you again just after 12 how you do it. They've been coming through thick and fast, which is lovely. Let's hear some more.
Good evening, Mr. Miller. I know it's not your bank manager, it's Tony from Brighton. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for the last 23 years. Wish you every success for your future life, and I'm looking forward to your new album.
Hey Paul, this is Gerald in Ropley. Thank you for giving me so much pleasure over the 17 years I've been on your show. I used to go down 3 miles into Ropley to get a decent signal on top of a hill, and they used to call me the man on the moon. Thanks a lot, Paul, and love to Mum and Charlie. All the best.
Hi, Paul. It's Becky from Southampton. You're absolutely amazing, and you've been a laugh a minute.
This is Michael from Woking. Hello, Paul. I'm one of your visually impaired listeners. Thanks for the years of good music. Good luck for the future. Take care and get back on radio.
Ah, Paul. It's Alan at Hemel Hempstead.
I wish you good luck and all your team, and thank you very much. And I hope you have a happy retirement.
Just want to say a huge thank you, Paul. You've been absolutely amazing. It's Annabella Maxgalia from Broughton.
Thank you so much for the quiz. Thank you so much for keeping me up.
Hi, Paul. It's Donna Marie from Paul in Dorset. Just want to say thank you for all the years of giggles and friendly banter. You've entertained 3 generations of this family.
I was introduced to your programme by my mother, Rachel, in Kimberley at the very start, but I was living in London. I would often ring my mother, who would then put the receiver near the radio so I could listen to you. God bless, from Victoria, Rachel, Alistair and Henry in Kimberley.
Hello, Paul. This is Carol from Eastbourne. I'd just like to thank you for all the years of great laughter and fun that you've given us on the show.
Hi, Paul. Dan from Ringwood here. Just ringing and say thank you for 123 years of laughs. Thank you for putting up with my weekly twisting of a guy works down the chip shop, swears he's Elvis. May all your cakes have yellow stickers, and may all your biscuits be delish. Still we play.
Hello, it's Coco from Thames Ditton. Paul, we absolutely love you. You're warm, you're funny, you appeal to everybody. I love the fact that you listen when people call. You are so natural. I know you said you were going to consider your options and have a little bit of a rest when you finish. Just a suggestion for you, maybe you should buy an ice cream van and tour, go to beaches across the UK and take Talia with you, and they'll be sold out.
Thank you, Coco. Oh, they're lovely messages. Ice cream man, this could be good. I think I'd eat the blinking lot, though.
There's a lot of familiar names amongst those people as well.
Yeah, names you
I
remember
recognise
too.
a lot of them. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Oh,
wow,
it's lovely.
So impressive.
Thank you so much indeed. If you'd like to leave a message, what you got to do is give us a ring. The lovely Emily is working next. In actual fact, there are so many coming through. Even the boss is helping out tonight.
He is, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop myself from making a inappropriate joke.
He just said to Emily, how'd you do it? No, it's a joke. It's not true. It's not true. Mr. Russell, we're out of time. It's been so nice to see you again.
I've had a
Thank
wonderful
you for popping
time.
in.
I've got to tell you, I've managed to do 20 plus years of radio, and this was my favourite thing to work on. It definitely always is the most fun, and you are easily the best presenter to work with. And the others are listening and get cross about it, but it's true.
Well, it's very kind of you. Thank you. You've been an absolute star. And we mustn't become strangers.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Well, you owe me money for a start.
I was going to say, I know you're 50p, don't I? And you wouldn't forget that. Safe journey home and leave the cats where they are, for goodness sake. So lovely to have you back, Mr. Russell, who was our producer up until a few years ago. It's producer Bob in the next hour.
On the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker,
Play BBC Radio Solent.
and on your radio.
The sound of the South is
BBC Radio Solent.
At 11 with the BBC News, I'm Anna Preston. A nurse at Blackpool Victoria Hospital has been found guilty of drugging patients to keep them quiet and compliant. Preston Crown Court heard Catherine Hudson gave unprescribed sedatives to 2 people in her care between February 2017 and November 2018, but was cleared of ill-treating 2 other patients. She was also convicted of conspiring with a junior colleague, 48-year-old Charlotte Wilmot. DCI Jill Johnston from Lancashire Police spoke after the trial.
Both of them knew the risks. The risks of giving non-prescribed and inappropriate sedatives to elderly and poorly patients who'd suffered a stroke. They knew the risks, but they simply didn't care.
Ukrainian officials say more than 50 civilians, including an 8-year-old boy, have been killed in a Russian rocket attack on a village in the east of the country. There's been international condemnation of the attack, which hit a funeral reception. A court's heard a woman from Merseyside was shot dead because of a feud between 2 groups, which flared up at the Glastonbury Music Festival last year. Ashley Dale died after she was shot at her home in Liverpool last August. 6 men deny a number of charges related relating to her death as their trial got underway earlier today. A man who broke into Windsor Castle armed with a crossbow with the intention of killing the late Queen has been given a 9-year sentence for treason. Jaswant Singh Chail, who's 21, will stay in Broadmoor High Security Psychiatric Hospital before being transferred to prison. Commander Dominic Murphy's from the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command.
He was a dangerous individual armed with a crossbow that was loaded. And it's only as a result of the Royalty and Specialist Protection Officers on duty on the day who dealt with this so calmly and professionally that he was stopped and nobody was hurt.
Labour has refused to commit to reversing the government's decision to scrap the northern leg of HS2 if they get into power. It's also now emerged the line won't be extended to London Euston unless enough private investment is secured. The Princess of Wales has impressed members of England's World Cup winning wheelchair rugby league squad as she scored in a practice session during a visit to Hull earlier. Kate sat in a wheelchair and tried her hand at the sport as part of her role as patron of the Rugby Football League. These players say she was great.
It was really good to hear her say that she was proud of me. If someone says they're proud of you, touches a little special bit in your heart, doesn't it?
She's very engaging and she's very active in what she does. She's got fully involved, she's passing, she's kicking. You just feel like she's part of you, basically, part of the team. So yeah, she's great.
And the number of patients in hospital in England with COVID is at its highest level since the spring. The NHS is urging people to get vaccinated if they're eligible. It's 3 minutes past 11.
Paul Miller.
The sound. The sound. The sound. The sound of the South. And all the music you love. BBC Radio Solent.
Right, so it's our final show tonight then. We have another bag in about 35 minutes' time. Another one of my previous producers is going to be popping in to see us this hour. We've got some great memories, and this is a really special... They're all special for different reasons, but this one is very special as far as the bag's concerned, because Mr. Bob, our producer Bob, who was with us way back in 2009, the bag was his idea. So we'll be speaking to him very shortly, getting some memories, and doing our final bag with him, of course. And as we mentioned earlier on, we are also taking your messages. Obviously, a lot of people want to leave a little message, which is really, really nice. And to give everyone a chance, what we're doing is we're asking you to phone in, and then we are recording those messages as you've been hearing, okay? So if you'd like to leave a message, don't worry, because somebody will answer the phone and tell you what to do. It's not all automated or anything like that. Just give us a ring.
Call 0808 100 3800.
There's your number. Speak to the guys next door. They can record your message. We'll be hearing more this hour and loads more in the final hour as well. They are so, so lovely and really nice and uplifting as well. Beautiful. Right, before we speak to Mr. Bob, Simple Minds.
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart when the light gets into your heart. nights and you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away. Oh, will you walk away? Will you walk away? Come on, call my name. Will you call my name? I say la 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 la
Simple Minds, and don't you forget about me. It's 9 minutes past 11. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South and East. It's our final show. We'll be joined by producer Bob very shortly. If you ever wanted to know how the bag started, you'll find out in just a short while. First of all, there are more of your lovely messages coming through. I know it is very, very busy, but just hang on there, okay? We will get through as many of them as we can. If you'd like to leave a little message, and these are so nice, just give us a ring on the usual number. It's not an automated thing. Don't be frightened of it. You will speak to a person and they will talk you through everything, and I look forward to hearing yours. Talking of which,
hi, it's Chris from Brighton. I'm here with my pork cheese and crackers, raising a glass in your honour, Paul. You've been with me throughout most of my 20 years or however long it's been, even in Brazil when I was living in a forest. Just wanted to say how much you really mean to me and how much you've given me. So much comfort, so much laughter. Thank you so much.
Hello, Paul. I'm Gloria from Petworth with my husband Clive. Just to say the biggest thank you in the world. And also, it's been great fun having all these lovely friends every evening. And your reaction to everybody is just wonderful.
Hello, it's Valerie from Cranbrook. Paul, I just want to say thank you so much. I go to bed with you every night. Lots of love and good luck with whatever you decide to do.
Hi, Paul. It's Jen in Shanklin. Den and I would love to thank you for the last 23 years of fun and laughter. And even when I've had a go of your singing, it was all meant in good faith.
Hello, dear Paul. Maureen from Holbury calling in. I just wanted to say a great big thank you for all the years you have brought fun, joy and laughter to us weekdays from 10 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning. You have been an absolute treasure, and we've been so lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm lucky to have you as well. So thank you very much. More of those messages to come a little bit later on. It's just gone 10 past 11. Mr. Bob is back with us.
Good
Hello.
evening.
You see, now, this makes you sound very old. You go back quite a long way compared to some of the other people I've been talking to this week, don't you?
I know the exact date of my first Paul Miller Show
you?
shift. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I wonder if you can remember why. So this was me being taught what to do. So I came in to shadow the previous producer.
Right.
On the 25th of June, 2009.
2009?
Yes. And I know the exact date because I came in expecting to enjoy the fun and laughter of the Paul Miller Show. And then Michael Jackson died that night.
Oh, was it? I remember that.
So your show went from being a phone-in about what's the funny thing in the back of your fridge to suddenly being rolling news.
Oh, I remember.
As we got all this kind of very sad news about Michael Jackson. So, I know the exact date.
Good grief. I never realised it was that. I remember that night. I remember it. Wasn't Neil with us as well?
Yeah.
It was Neil
So Neil was producing and he was showing me what to do. And then all of a sudden...
it's great fun. It's ever so easy. Then suddenly up on the screen, guess what's happened?
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
So that would mean it's 14 years ago.
14 years. We haven't changed a bit. Much.
Yeah.
Not much.
Do you remember when I started cycling in?
Well, this is one thing I was going to mention to you. I mean, at the time, you lived quite a distance from the studio and you thought it would be a good idea to cycle. Now, bearing in mind, you're going home at 1:20 in the morning?
Yeah.
And what you did? Miles.
Yeah. The first time I did it was just on an old bike that had been in the shed for a while. And the police stopped me.
She's true.
And when I told them where I was cycling to, they laughed and went on that. So I then invested in a slightly fancier bike. This was before the Olympics, but Bradley Wiggins was the kind of big British cycling hero at the time, and I, like many men, thought, oh yes, I'll be like Bradley. I'll buy a fancy bike. Got that. And then on the first night I rode it here, I got hit by a car and broke my collarbone.
I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny. But I remember getting the phone call.
Yes.
Said Bob's had an accident. I had no idea. No, you did. That was bad.
So
grief.
limped in with my bike and then had to go off to hospital and someone else had to produce the show that night.
Yeah, I remember that. And, I mean, we won't go into where it was, but your journey home at that time of the morning was about an hour or so, wasn't it, or more?
Yeah, I think you would often have driven home and got home
to London before you got home.
Yeah.
But I remember when Bob told me he got stopped by the police. That was the best story ever. It really was. Absolutely loved that. And of course, you're remembered for all sorts of things. But the one thing, whenever I mention Mr. Bob, people say, oh, the bag.
Yes.
Bob's bag. You are responsible for what went on to become the legendary bag. It was something that you sprung upon us back on, I've got a date here as well, 21st of September 2009.
Right, okay.
I remember coming in, sitting next to you at the desk, and you said, right, we're doing a little quiz tonight. I've got an idea. And it just sort of happened. But I don't think it was exactly the same as it is now. I think we made a little alteration or two.
Okay.
So let's go back and hear you introducing... Ooh. Yes, the very first bag, 21st of September 2009. You've got a smile on your face, which is worrying me somewhat.
I thought we could play a game.
A game?
Yes, and I think everyone will like this game because it's a game where you at home, are pitted against Paul Miller.
Oh, that should be great, that should. Bearing in mind, I am absolutely hopeless at most things.
If I could sort of let you know the details of this, I need the accompaniment of some suitably dramatic, tense quiz show music.
Oh, I'm sure we can. Let me have a look and see if I can find. Let me just type into the computer, dramatic quiz show music. Nothing found. Okay, let's have a go at this. See about this one then.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
Will that do? Yeah.
Yes.
Go on then.
You may have seen on the TV on a Saturday night a TV programme called The Cube, where everything is tense, even if it's standing on one leg for 20 seconds to try and win £50,000. Here, tonight on the Paul Miller Show, I'm going to introduce you not to the cube, but to the bag.
He's got a bag here. He's got a felt bag.
This is a small...
This is all new. I haven't a clue what's going on. This is all news to me. What's in the bag?
A small cloth bag. Contained within are many, many subjects.
Oh,
so you pull out one of these little
Have you ever played Trivial
tiles.
Pursuit with me? You have no idea what you're letting yourself in for.
This one has a picture on the front, and that is...
a television.
And that would give you a question on TV and radio, programmes, news, people and media stories.
Oh.
So I think you do very well on that category.
Wow.
It seems such a long time ago. It really does. And the other thing I remember, in fact, somebody also mentioned it a couple of days ago, that music has gone on to become... I remember people have said, can you buy it? Can you play the whole thing? What's it called? But the gentleman who wrote it, he's a life of luxury, hasn't he, since 2009, with all those royalties coming through.
I bet he was completely bemused. He's probably written umpteen pieces of music, to get used in adverts and, jingles and things like that. And he's thinking, why is this one still getting played?
Exactly. And it's quite funny because Dan was doing some research a couple of weeks ago, and we looked up the name of the composer. The piece of music's called Win a Million. Okay. And it's like a bit of what we call library music. And the gentleman who wrote it, Dan will remind us who it is in a minute. I'll be able to tell you who it is. The guy who wrote it, if you look on his webpage, he's someone who does all sorts of theatrical music and films and so on. He puts on there the name of the organisations that use his music, and BBC's there.
Amazing.
So it must be us.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm amazed that we still know his name. We've still got all the official details, because I remember a sort of like looking through old CDs trying to find a piece of music.
Yeah.
And obviously in 14 years lots of systems get updated here, cupboards get cleaned out, and yet we've still got,
it's still there.
We've still got the same piece of music.
And people still talk about it as well. Somebody said to me the other day, before you go, can you play the whole thing? No, it's ever so long.
What will you do with it though? I mean, it's probably a bit triggering for you, isn't it? If you I'd love it. I'd love you to make that your ringtone on your phone. Just the sort of like
have a nervous breakdown when the phone rings. I love this. So, of course, the bag, went really, really well. This idea you came up with back in September 2009. But it would seem that I didn't quite realise what the bag was all about at first. I'm a bit slow. It takes me a while.
Okay.
I mean, listen to this.
You can call or text or email your answers. So listen at the same time as Paul has given his questions.
You're not going to see if they do better than me.
Then...
Oh, what? You were going to make me look a pillock. I had no idea.
Did I spring it all on you?
Yes.
Wow, that was very brave of me, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
A young whippersnapper coming in and lots of ideas. They fall by the wayside.
They
don't
do,
they?
yes.
I'm amazed that the bag has stuck all these times. But
people love it.
The categories have been updated.
We've changed the categories a few times, yes. There have been loads of categories. Some have come and gone. Some have just disappeared because they were just too hard and all the rest of it.
But you found the old bag.
I found in the cupboard.
The original bag.
In the
little
cupboard.
black cloth one in the cupboard.
Yeah.
But there was a period where people were sending you bags, wasn't there?
Yes.
And
we discussed this the other night. When Daniel was working with us, he said, is that the bag? Is that it? Because the game had become massive by that time, and we thought it'd be an idea if we could get maybe a listener who's good on the old sewing machine to make us one. Fatal thing to suggest. Hundreds arrived, and I think we used a different one every week for about 4 years.
Brilliant.
And all the pictures were put online, the photographs of them, and it was massive. And that's why we always used to say that, it was such a genius idea. And other people have said the name is absolutely brilliant. And I think it was just because it was a bag, wasn't it? You didn't put much thought into it. I mean, it could have been a box.
No, and I think, like as I said in that clip, I think there had been a game show on the telly called The Cube.
Yes, that's
and I
right.
thought, we'll have the bag
We'll
then.
have the bag.
But yes, there was no more. And I think for a while we toyed with, I don't think there's ever been any prizes for the bag, has it? So
never.
in 14 years, no one's won anything
Nothing.
on this game
just
show.
been embarrassed and shown up.
We thought, we could have prizes, but that never happened. We never needed them. People,
No.
And every night somebody wants to play against you.
There has never, ever been a night when it's been, I've got no phone calls, ever. Every single night.
I think the drama of it, though, or maybe the appeal is, your... honest answering of the questions. The sort
can't
of,
you tell?
It's a safe space. However terrible your score, you're welcomed here.
Yes.
But you still get sort of that glee that you would get a message, a text from someone, a WhatsApp saying, "I got 6." And it didn't happen very often.
But occasionally. Can you remember the very first question to be pulled out the bag?
No.
Well, I certainly couldn't. Well, Should we see if we can remember?
I would love to hear it.
Here
yes.
it is. This is again 21st of September 2009. The very first question to be pulled out of the bag. Now remember, you've got to play this at home as well. Is that right?
Yes.
So we've got 5 questions here, and you've got to write down what you think the answers are as well, and then we'll find out when you phone through a little bit later who's done well. Okay, I'll put up my first one. If this is history, I'm going home. Okay, what's on here? What's that, a cross?
It is a cross, which gives you traditions and beliefs. This could be on religion, mythology, traditions, customs, or habits. Are you ready?
Shall I put it back in the bag or leave it out?
Leave it out.
I'll
yeah.
leave it out.
You don't want that to come up again.
No, I don't. I'll put it in the bin.
Which French philosopher introduced the idea of deconstruction in literary criticism?
What? Are you serious?
You write your answer down then, Paul.
Oh, that won't take. Do I not even get multiple choice or anything?
No.
Oh, what? Talk about start on a high.
That is astonishingly difficult, isn't it?
Good grief. Who were you thinking was listening?
What were the last ones you had about Star Wars? And
yes.
What colour is an ordnance survey line? We have French
my
philosophy.
word.
Wow.
The interesting thing is, of course, back then the questions, they were sort of, a little bit more involved, but people loved them, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think there was sometimes a little bit of, I know the answer.
Yeah, and there was a trend, I think, on a lot of radio stations at the time for sort of saying you were going to give away a huge prize, and the question was enormously easy.
Yes.
So then millions of people would enter, but you had to pay to enter. I think that's
make some
sort
money
of the way
out of
the
it.
mechanic
Sure,
worked.
yeah.
But it's almost embarrassingly easy when a question is, which guy from Stoke left take that this year or whatever it was. So, maybe there was a bit of challenge in it.
Maybe.
But
In actual fact, when the subjects started to change after a few years, and some of them were a little easier, if you like, a few people did object. I do remember we would sometimes get messages come through, texts come through from people saying, well, that's silly. Everyone knows the answer to that. How's that a challenge? How's that interesting? How is that, something that's going to really tax us? So a lot of people liked the fact they were really, really difficult.
we had I'm sure we had almost a falling out with a little selection of the listeners over the format of the bag. We wanted to change it at one point.
Oh.
And I can't remember what we did, but there was a way we used to do it, and then we changed it. And for a while, I had to take a lot of phone calls from people who were like, "It's not the same as it used to be." I don't know what you've done, but bring back the old format.
Bring back the old bag. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, though, let's have a listen and find out what we actually did.
Which French philosopher introduced the idea of deconstruction in literary criticism?
Right. Well, on the let's have a look and see. We had a few answers come through on the text. I'm going to probably mispronounce. Is it Descartes? Descartes,
I believe. Yes.
We've got lots of different spellings here. And do you know what I wrote down?
Yes. Go on.
I wrote down. I don't know.
The correct answer, which was correctly identified by Helen, who emailed from LA, was Jacques Derrida.
Oh.
Someone I confess I've never ever heard of.
No. What did he read? You see, it was Jack Derrida. What did he read? Okay, let's move on.
Oh dear.
Do you know, I'd forgotten about that. That was quite a significant change, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then we would end up with one person coming on to play on the phone with us. So I think I don't know why we changed it. All these things evolve over time.
Yeah, they
don't
do,
But
absolutely. But I can remember that they were coming through. So did we used to have the questions and then we would get back together again, and rather than having a person on the phone, just run through the answers that have come through? I can't quite remember.
It does sound like it,
I think it was. It's a long time ago, but I do remember people saying, I don't like this. I don't like it like this at all.
I remember there being a sort of frantic period. We would be on air together, then we would have to dash through because there was only me and you in the building, and the phones would be ringing with answers, and then you'd go and answer lots of them and then dash back again to give the answers out on air.
Absolutely. There was another thing that we started that was controversial as well, and I can't remember when we did it, but we started introducing some multiple choice questions.
Ooh.
End of the world. I can remember people emailing through and saying, oh, that's better. Gives me a chance, bit of fun. Other people say, I will never listen again. How's it a quiz if you give people the answers?
Yeah.
It did not go down very well at all. But it was always just a few of them, just a selection, which I think some people quite like the idea of, because you can have a guess, can't you? You know?
And we would have very, very loyal bag players,
yes,
who always wanted to register their score, every night.
Yeah, it's also interesting when you were talking about it just now on that clip. We had 5 questions to start with, and then we increased it to 6. I don't remember when that was. Maybe because it was so popular, we thought we'll just drag it out a bit more. I don't remember the reason
And I think
for
when
it.
when you started getting bags sent in, I think Daniel, the producer at that point, changed lots of the categories and introduced new things. So maybe that
could have been around that time.
Added the numbers and what have you.
Yeah, it's quite possible. But I know that we did go through and change some of them. And that every time you change something, you know what it's like. It's the end of the world, you know. Oh, you've taken the history one out. But that's my favourite, you know. Oh, that's introducing television. Everyone knows that. It's been such a great quiz. It really has. It's just been amazing. And something that it is so simple, and yet it is so different to anything else, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's a bag. People say it's just about the bag. Everyone talks about it. You know, don't forget, I've got the bag in a minute.
You need a bit of theatre, don't you? And you can hear the rattle of the tiles in the bag. So
there was one time, in fact, they may still be on there now. I actually put online a picture of the bag and the tiles because people thought it was just made up, you know, but it actually exists.
No sound effects. It's a real.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, lots of fun was had. It was a really, really good time. It's funny to hear some of these old clips to see how things, as you say, have evolved and how they have changed. I'd forgotten about you cycling. I was thinking about this afternoon. I thought, Bob's bike. Get Bob on the bike.
My geography of the south of England is often made up of people that used to live in towns, and I think, Great Bookham. I remember Peter from Great Bookham used to ring the Paul Miller show. I have never been to Great Bookham in my life, but I'll see it on a signpost and think, oh yes, I used to know somebody.
It's great. You're driving around. Oh yeah, I know someone who. Oh, that's where so and so lives, and oh yeah, that's where so and so lives. Absolutely. So you were with us. In actual fact, this might get complicated. Did you not go away and then come back again?
Yes, I think I arrived in 2009 and established the bag.
Yeah,
and then we had very young children at the time.
Yes, you did. That's right.
So I can't remember. You know, for a little while I went to look after a child whilst my wife was working, and then we swapped back again. And
that's right.
So
I think that's right. Yeah,
it was only a few months later, I think. And then I remember. I was definitely here for the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympics. I remember it was a Friday evening, and we were in the office.
Outside in the BBC with a knackered old television with the worst picture ever.
Yes.
I do remember that.
Are those fireworks or is that static on the telly?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yes, we were.
I was still here when my daughter Hattie was born, and that was the 11th of January 2013.
Oh right.
So because I remember getting lots of lovely messages from people afterwards. Listeners sort of wanting
like things like that. Yeah, I remember very well.
So there's a sort of 4-year period, give or take a few months here and there, definitely where I think I was mainly in this hot seat.
Apart from the bike thing, I don't think we had any disasters, did we? Did we have a night where everything went very wrong? I was talking to Steve the other night, and the first night that he was on, we had the police evacuating the buildings. There was a suspect parcel out the front of the buildings, his first night, and we've been escorted off the premises by police officers and standing in the middle of the street. There's always been something. I don't think anything drastic happened, did it, when I was with you?
No, we had a couple of snow nights.
Oh, yes.
Because the region that we broadcast to was quite big, you could end up with snow in Surrey, but like no snow sort of all down in Hampshire and Dorset and what have you. So, and then vice versa sometimes. So there was definitely some nights where we would struggle to get into the studio.
Yes.
and then other nights where just everyone else was stuck on roads, and we would end up being sort of speaking to everybody who was on the A24 all night just because they couldn't move anywhere.
They were good those nights.
Exciting.
It was exciting.
Probably horrible for the people.
Yes, but it was, and people. So always, it's interesting to hear what's going on, and also you help people at the same time, give people advice and things like that. But no, it was. We had all sorts of interest. I'd forgotten about the Michael Jackson thing. It's weird. Now you've said it, I can remember it all happening. I think I can remember you coming into the studio and all sorts with that. Good grief.
I think I need to apologise to you for a Children in Need outside broadcast that I dragged you out to.
Did you?
So I think you had previous history with Children in Need of doing broadcasts with people like Talia and Neil, where you'd been at Television Centre hobnobbing with Terry Wogan and so on.
Oh, as you do. We heard that last night, actually, yeah.
And then I got in touch with a charity, who benefited from Children in Need's money and took us to a homeless hostel.
Was it Worthing?
Yes.
I do remember that.
Driving in the dead of night to a place we'd never been to before.
I had no idea where it was.
Meeting an engineer from another station, hopefully with some broadcast equipment.
Yeah, it was.
Both of us sort of nail-biting, thinking, how is this going to go?
Is this going to work?
I think it did.
It did.
But it wasn't quite the Children in Need glitz and glamour that we'd or you'd been used to in previous years.
But it was a nice. There were nice people. I always remember nice people, and just in fact, I've got a feeling that there was some photographs of that online somewhere as well from that particular night. And I do remember it being freezing cold.
Yes,
it was late. Well, it would have been November time, isn't it?
Exactly.
It was absolutely freezing, and
then we had miles to drive home.
Oh, I know. There we were thinking, what are we doing here? 2:30 in the morning in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
dreadful. But no, it was good fun. It really was. It's so lovely to have you with us again. It really is, and lots of memories. And of course, for people who weren't with us back then, they now know how the bag came about.
Well, yeah, its origin story.
Indeed. I mean, did you ever, sort of copyright the idea and the concept at all?
No. I think the BBC has benefited. For 14 years from my hard graft that afternoon coming up with that idea.
Absolutely. But as we said, the guy who wrote the music, he's living in, Florida now, What we're going to do, we are going to have a little song from Diana Ross, and then we are going to do the final ever bag.
Oof.
So you did the first one in the 21st of September 2009. You're going to do the final one, the 5th of October 2023.
Are we all ready for it?
It's on its way. Diana Ross and I'm coming out. It's 23 minutes to 12.
Paul Miller.
BBC Radio Solent.
Mr. Bob is with us. We are about to do our final bag. Now then, the phone lines are now closing for the messages, not just whilst we do the bag, but full stop. We have had so many. They are wonderful and so kind. There's more of them, of course, which we'll be hearing, but we don't have time for any more. So we are now closing the phone lines for your messages. But thank you so much, and you will be hearing those throughout the evening. Oh, by the way, a couple of things to mention. Mr. Mason is with us tonight. I'll be popping in a little bit later on. And also, people have been asking whether Andrew from Brighton has done one of his little odes. He used to do the little ode, was the night before Christmas, etc. Well, he has done an ode for our final show. As always, I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it is. Dan will come in a little bit later on and read it out for us. Right, the excitement of that. Absolutely brilliant. So, Mr. Bob.
I can't remember how this works.
Oh, you only came up with the idea, don't worry. It'll be fine. For the final time. If I was any good at maths, I'm sure I could have worked out how many bags we've probably done, but we won't even go there. For the final time, we are going to do the bag. Here it is. Ready to do its stuff for the final time. I'm going to pull out 6 subjects. Bob will give us a question for each of them. Don't worry, he hasn't brought his Greek mythology in back. We won't be having those old questions, don't worry. He'll be giving us a question for each of them. We'll write down some answers, have a quick song, and then we'll get back and run through them. If you'd like to be the final person to join us on the phone to run through the answers, as always, ring us on the usual number once the last question is out. If the phone rings, stay there. You're on the switchboard. Dan will get the banger going. It'll generate a number that corresponds to one of the phone lines. That'll be the line that is answered. So, for the final time, we've got to get a 6. We've got to get a 6.
Come on, everybody.
Come on! Here we go. Good luck. Right. Let's see what the first one's going to be, Mr. Bob. Oh, would you, Adam and Eve it? My worst subject, maths.
Okay.
I'm rubbish at maths.
Question 1 on the final bag.
Oh.
If 2x...
Oh, no. Dan knows what I'm like at this stuff.
If 2x plus 4 equals 50, what is x?
Oh... Mason's next door. He's a maths person. If he's come up with this, I shall...
One more time. If 2x plus 4 equals 50, what is x?
Oh, talk about go out in style. Me and maths rubbish. I'll have a little play with it, but I don't know. Number 2 is music. Oh, musical instruments. Have I got to play play something here? Well, hang on a minute, because once again, I am not organised here. I never knew I was going to have to do this. Let me just get the thing going. As you know,
Number 6.
Yeah, it's a bit slow, as you can see. I won't miss this at all. Right, come on, machine. Let's get the numbers up, please.
When Paul finds it, you're about to hear a note played on a musical instrument, and you're going to tell me what musical instrument the note has been played on.
Right, I found it. What instrument is this? Ooh, distinctive, but maybe not that distinctive. Here it comes again. Okay, I'm going to write something down here.
Which musical instrument is that note being played on?
Okay, number 3. We have the United Kingdom, please.
Watford is in which county?
I think it's that.
Watford is in which county?
I think it's that one. Number 4. Anagrams. I'm not good at these either.
Corey into fence.
Can you spell those words?
C-O-R-Y.
Yeah.
Into.
Yeah.
I-N-T-O.
Mm-hmm.
Fence. F-E-N-C-E. Corey into fence is an anagram of one of Paul's favourite things.
Goodness.
One word anagram.
Okay. I'll have to play around with that one as well in a minute. Not sure about that. 2 more. Number 5. Popular music, please.
What is the name of the song that gave Mariah Carey her latest UK number one single?
Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Latest number one. No, I'm not sure about that. She had so many, didn't she? Right, one more. We have number 6, and that is a decade, 1980s, please, Mr. Bob. 1980s.
Okay, the final question on the final bag. Decades from the 80s. Save a Prayer, Hungry Like the Wolf, and Rio are all singles from which Duran Duran album?
Yeah, I think I know that one. My generation. Right, okay, we got that. We'll run through them again, please.
Okay, question number 1. If 2x plus 4 equals 50, what is x? Number 2, you're about to hear a note played on a musical instrument. Which musical instrument has it been played on? Question 3, United Kingdom. Watford is in which county? Number 4, anagrams. Corey into fence, CORYINTOFENCE, is an anagram of one of Paul's favourite things. What is it an anagram of? Number 5, popular music. What's the name of the song that gave Mariah Carey her latest UK number one single? And finally, number 6, Save a Prayer, Hungry Like the Wolf, and Rio are all singles from which Duran Duran album?
I thank you all. So, as always, if the final time you'd like to come on and run through the answers, just give us a ring. It's got to be worth a chance.
Call 0808 100 3800.
BBC Radio Solent.
If the phone rings, stay where you are.
Bask in
Fingers your side of town. 30 minutes to 12. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South and East. It is our final bag, and very fittingly, Mr. Bob is with us, who created the bag all those years ago.
And thank goodness it's got a bit easier, as we discovered.
Absolutely. Who's joining us on the phone? Who's going to be the final person to join us? Karen in Worthing. Hi, Karen.
Hello, Paul. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. It's so lovely to be on here at last.
Ah, it's lovely to talk to you. And you do realise you have the honour of doing the bag with its creator, Mr. Bob.
I'm amazed. I can't believe I've actually got through after all these years. So
have you ever played the bag before?
Oh, only at home in bed, but not actually on the show.
Oh, brilliant.
That's
right. Great to make your debut on the final one. That's very exciting.
Absolutely, it's amazing.
So, Karen, what scores do you normally have on the bed? You know what I mean.
3 or 4.
Okay, well, that's all right. That's around my sort of level. So, yeah, 3 or 4 is okay.
Sometimes a 2, but never a 5 or a 6, I have to say.
Okay, let's see what happens tonight. Let's make our way through. Would you like to go first or second with number 1, Karen?
Well, having not quite remembered the order of the questions, I'll just say 1, because then I'll...
Oh, that's lovely.
Get it over
then
with.
You get the maths question first. That suits me
great.
down to the ground.
Okay.
So you can have 1, 3 and 5, and I'll have 2, 4 and 6. Good luck, Karen. Fingers crossed, my sweet.
Thank you.
So Karen goes first, Mr. Bob, with number 1, that blinking maths question.
Okay, if 2x plus 4 equals 50, what is x?
23.
Now, I've written down 23 because when you have 2x, it means 2 times something, doesn't it? And so 2
Yeah.
23s, then you add the 4, you'll get 50. So I've gone for 23 as well.
Yes, you take 4 off 50, you get 46, and you divide it by 2, and you've got 23.
I got a maths question right, Karen. I got a maths question right.
It's only taken 14 years.
My old maths teacher, if he's listening, he'll say, hallelujah, at long last. Okay, number 2 is musical instruments. That is me first.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So the note we heard played on a musical instrument. What musical instrument was it?
I've gone for a harp. It sounds very, very suave and sophisticated, so I'm going for the harp. How about you, Karen?
I'm not too sure. I think it might be a piano-type instrument, but I really don't know.
So a piano?
Yes, I'll say a piano.
Okay, we've got a piano and we have a harp.
Well done, Paul. It's a harp.
Oh, you see, I'm
well done.
I'm
Well
so
done.
refined.
Like a little angel.
Absolutely. Do you know, years ago, I think they've moved, but years ago when I was driving into work, there used to be a house by a set of traffic lights that were always red. And if you look to the right, there was a lady playing the harp in her front room. She had no curtains up or anything. And I think I mentioned it one night on the air, and the following night the curtains were closed.
Ooh.
It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Yeah. Shush, don't say a word, Mr. Miller. Number 3 is the United Kingdom. Karen first, please.
Watford is in which county?
I think it's in Hertfordshire.
Yeah, Watford, Hertfordshire. I'm with Karen on this one.
Well done, both of you.
Yay.
Yes.
Good.
Here we go. Number 4 is anagrams. It's me first.
Corey into fence is an anagram of one of your favourite things.
Oh, this is so bad. I really should be able to get this. I just can't see anything there. I just keep seeing fence, and I just can't find anything. But it's so blinking obvious as well. Have you seen anything, Karen?
No, I mean, I know you're into your cars, and I was thinking classic cars, something like that, but where the S comes in, I don't know.
No, it's alluding to your sweet tooth, it's confectionery.
Oh, right. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, not to worry. 2 more. Number 5 is popular music. That will be Karen first, please.
Okay, what's the name of the song that gave Mariah Carey her latest UK number 1 single?
I don't know, so I'm just going to say the Christmas song, whatever it's called.
All I Want for Christmas Is You. That's a good guess, actually.
All I Want for Christmas Is You, yes.
In actual fact,
that's played so much.
They re-release it every year, so it could be.
Yes,
That's a really, really clever guess. I've written down nothing because I didn't think what it could be.
Paul, it's just a...
No, I think Karen's used her noodle.
Yeah, it's a very educated guess, and it's
Yeah.
spot on. I don't think it was a decent hit first time round, but
No.
because it gets streamed a zillion times these
Yeah.
days, every year, yes, it was number one in December 2022.
Well.
good,
Okay, good. Well done to you. 3 apiece, one more to go. Number 6 is the 1980s, and that will be me first.
Save a Prayer, Hungry Like the Wolf, and Rio are all singles from which Duran Duran album?
I think the album was actually called Rio. How about you, Karen?
No idea, I'm afraid. No idea.
Really?
Sorry, yes.
It was Rio, yes.
sorry.
Go on, Karen. Make me feel bad. Say I'm far too young. I'm afraid I don't remember that album. Go on, say it.
No, I remember all the videos, but I couldn't tell you what the album was called.
Yeah, I can remember being in the common room at school with that playing, clouds of smoke everywhere. It was terrible. It was an infant school as well. So, Karen, 4 for you. Well done. 3 for me, which is...
was it 4? I thought I had 3.
No, Karen's got 4, hasn't she? Yeah. You got the maths, you got the Hertfordshire, and you got...
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Oh, no, so it is 3.
3 all.
Oh, no, it's 3 all.
3 all.
You see me and... You see me in maths, Karen.
Then.
Yeah, so that's nice and fair, 3 all, and if we add them together, then you got 6.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Bob, we have to ask the question, had you have been playing this evening without the questions, with answers, how many do you think you would have scored? What do you reckon?
Rubbish at anagram, so I wouldn't have got that one right. I don't know about the musical instrument.
Really?
I reckon I would have got 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'm going to say probably 4.
All right, fair enough. Karen, well done. You will now go down in history as the last person to ever play the bag, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
I'm very honoured. And can I just say, I have listened to you since 2011 when I started work in Canary Wharf, and I had to get up really early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the radio on to go to sleep, and I've been listening to you ever since. So thank you so much for a great show. I've really loved it.
Oh, it's very kind of you, and thank you so much for taking part. I'm delighted you managed to finally get through as well. Thank you, Karen. Take good care, my love.
Thank you.
Bye-bye
Cheers
now.
then. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I've had this, Bob, the last couple of days. I found you by mistake, and I put you on when I wanted to get to sleep.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
But she stuck with it, and that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's not putting the legs. Lovely. Absolutely.
2011 was when we were working together.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
That's nice to have Karen on from that era.
She heard the Greek mythology questions, and she was out like a light. You know?
This is just what I need to get off to sleep. Perfect.
Bob, it's so nice to see you again. It really is. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I wish you and your family well.
Thank you very much. It was a great time for me because I'd been made redundant from another radio job in a different radio group. And I came to the BBC for the first time, and then working with you for, as it turns out, nearly 4 years, I think, was a great time for me to kind of get going again with radio, and I loved working with you. We had
lots
a
of
good
fun.
laugh every night.
Yeah, we did. Every single night we had. It's funny, the more you think about it, and I do remember the Olympics. I'd forgotten about that, and I remember us at one stage out in the office looking at each other saying, nobody will be listening to the radio tonight. We are trying to watch the opening ceremony on this pathetic television that Bob used to keep having wiggle in the air. I'm not joking. There we are in the BBC building with the worst television in the world, but they were good memories, good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we had our sort of little like hinge and bracket sort of tea making routine. Tea before the show at 10, and then another cup just before midnight.
Oh, it was great. If there was a night that you were cycling home and the weather was pretty bad, I'd sometimes say to you about 5 to 1, you get off, don't worry. You know, you get off, you've got a long way to go. That was amazing. I used to do that. It really was. Anyway, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Lots of fun, and love to see you and the family.
Thank you, and well done on
bless your heart
all these years.
Bless your heart. And the thing is, I'm only 32 now, so I don't know quite what happened, but anyway, there you go. Mr. Bob, producer Bob, who was with us many, many moons ago, the gentleman who created the bag back in September 2009. The bag has been fabulous. It's changed ever so slightly over the years, different subjects and what have you, but the idea has still remained, and of course that theme tune as well, which nobody will ever forget. It's like the tune to Mastermind, but a little bit jazzy. Right, it's 4 minutes to 12. Thank you so much for all your lovely messages, which continue to come through. The lines for those are now closed, but there are lots of them to hear. Let's hear some more now.
Hello, Paul. This is Paul from Singleton. I just wanted to say the years of fantastic radio, music and laughter, it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful.
Hi, Paul. We've been listening to you for about 17 years now, and my hubby won a Paul Miller bag way back when, and I still proudly use it every week when I go shopping.
Every time I change the toilet roll, I'll always think of you with a little bit dangling at the back, or in your case, a little bit dangling at the front. All the very best, and thanks for a great 23 years. You've been fantastic.
Hi, Paul. It's Lisa from St Leonard's. I'd like to wish you all the very, very best. When I used to ring in lots about my teaching antics with my classes. And I also remember when I went into labour with my daughter 12 years ago, and I messaged your show and you broadcast it to the whole of the South East and all the counties you were covering. I wish you all the very, very best, my darling.
Hi, Paul. Andrew Peters here from Brighton. I'm actually a little bit concerned you're going because, as I told you, you're the only one who ever laughs at my jokes. So I'm really going to miss you. But please remember, Paul, keep wearing those saggy green tights. Take care. Cheers, mate.
Hi, Paul. It's Anita. Sitting here with the Maltesers, as I said I would be. And I just want to thank you for all the years of fun and laughter and keeping us going through the good times and the bad. Lots of love to you, Mum and Charlie. God bless.
Hi, Paul. You've been a rock to your radio family. And tonight, every time you laugh, I will sip a drop of fizz and pop a Malteser into my mouth and raise a toast to your health and happiness. Oops, the box is empty already. Thanks a trillion, Paul.
Oh, that is lovely. Thank you very much. There's loads more of your fantastic messages. What does concern me, though, is lots of people are making reference to, to tipples and to chocolates and things like that. I know I've said goodbye to you, Bob, but I know you're still there. I remember when we party company, when you went off your own way, I think you bought me a bar of chocolate, didn't you?
Probably.
Yeah, you did. In a bag. See? You obviously know me. That's the way to keep me sweet.
And I bought in some fancy biscuits as well this evening.
Did you? These are real posh, not those old cheap things we used to have years ago. We got real posh biscuits tonight, absolutely. Which incidentally are next door, I've noticed.
Yes, yeah, in the producer's lounge.
In the producer's lounge, yes. In here we have 0. We'll sort that out later. Right, off he goes. In the final hour, thanks again, Bob. In the final hour, we've got lots of those lovely messages from you, which are so, so wonderful. Thank you for those. Also, a few people are still lurking around. We're having a little natter, a few tunes. It's going to be fun as we move into our final hour. Time now, though, for the news.
On the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker,
Play BBC Radio Solent.
and on your radio.
The sound of the South is
BBC Radio Solent.
At midnight with the BBC News, I'm Anna Preston. A nurse has been found guilty of ill-treating patients by drugging them to keep them quiet and compliant. Preston Crown Court heard Catherine Hudson gave unprescribed sedatives to 2 patients at Blackpool Victoria Hospital between February 2017 and November 2018 for an easy life. She was cleared of ill-treating 2 other patients. She was also convicted of conspiring with a junior colleague, Charlotte Wilmot, to give a sedative to a 3rd patient. Brian Scott is the son of one of the victims.
I was made aware back in November 2018 that something had happened on that ward, but never to the severity that I'm aware of. And hearing how they have spoken about patients who are people, and it's not in jest, it's absolute pure evil.
Well, Hudson and Wilmot will be sentenced in December. It's understood the HS2 rail link to London Euston will not go ahead unless the project secures enough private investment. Yesterday, the Prime Minister announced the leg from Birmingham to Manchester was being scrapped, but insisted the line would run to central London. Businesses have been reacting to the cancellation. Both Staffordshire and Cheshire Chambers of Commerce say they're angry and disappointed. Paul Coleman, who's the chief executive at South Cheshire, says it means a lot of positive changes won't happen.
You know, the opportunity for Crewe was going to generate, 7,000 homes, 30,000 jobs over a long period of time across the line and the wider region. So there was going to be a significant opportunity for Crewe to benefit and other towns around the area.
The Prime Minister's condemned the deadliest missile strike to hit Ukraine in more than a year. More than 50 people were killed in the eastern village of Graja. A man who broke into Windsor Castle armed with a crossbow with the intention of killing the late Queen has been given a 9-year jail sentence for treason. Jaswant Singh Chahal, who's 21, will stay in Broadmoor High Security Psychiatric Hospital before being transferred to prison. The UK's first battery-powered passenger trains have started running on Merseyside, part of the Liverpool City region's £500 million publicly owned fleet. They're part of efforts for the area to become net zero carbon by 2040. Cricket in England have been thrashed by New Zealand in the opening match of the Cricket World Cup in India. They lost by 9 wickets. Their captain Jos Buttler is urging fans to put the defeat behind them.
Disappointing day. Very much outplayed by New Zealand and tough defeat to take, but it is one loss. Whether we lost by a run or the margin we did today, it's still one loss at the start of what is a long tournament.
And in football, there were wins for both Liverpool and West Ham in the Europa League that have left the clubs at the top of their groups. Brighton and Hove Albion are at the bottom of their group. It's 3 minutes past 12.
Paul Miller.
The sound. The sound. The sound. The sound of the South. And all the music you love. BBC. Radio Solent.
So our final hour then. Who gets the honour of starting the hour? Oh, here comes Madge. Typical. She's always got to be in there somewhere, hasn't she? I don't know. Papa Don't Preach. Got loads more of your lovely, lovely messages this hour. And we should be having some fun and some laughter. And a few more memories as well. I cannot believe I just got one of those weird maths questions right in the bag. 2x plus 4 equals 50. That could be in Russian for all I know.
Maybe you don't act hard, but I know what I'm saying.
Madonna and Papa Don't Preach. It's just coming to 8 minutes past 12.
Paul Miller.
BBC Radio Solent.
I can tell you that in about 6-7 minutes' time, another one of our guests will be popping in. Mr. Mason is here. I know people have been asking. He only left us, about a year ago? I mean, even less than that, actually. And yes, Mr. Mason is here, complete with his giggle. He'll be popping in for a chat very shortly as well. And, of course, throughout the evening, we have been hearing your lovely messages, which have been very, very kind. It has been so crazily busy, which is amazing. Thank you. But obviously only a limit to how many we can actually get, and we've done as many of them as we can, and I can just say thank you for them. They really are amazing. Let's hear some more now.
Hi Paul, this is Judy from Exmouth. Thank you for some wonderful times that you can make our lives. We'll always love you, Paul.
Hi Paul, it's Ben in Dover here. Just wanted to wish you all the very best for the future. I've been listening to you for the better part of 20 years, since I was 12, and never, ever have I had a dull moment with you. So thanks for all the laughs, all the memories, and the very best of luck to you for the future.
Hello, Paul. It's Ernie from Goswell. We miss you a lot, mate. One thing we will say, we've got a bag that we won
5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago. And it's pristine. It's never been used. We're saving it. We're going to slog it one day. It'll be worth a few bob then. You just take care of yourself, mate.
We just love you.
Greetings, Paul. Thank you so much for your wonderful programme. It kept me going through good times and some very hard and sad times. You were always there with your cheery voice. I really enjoyed the competitions of the past, our super chats, and of course playing the bag. I'm a proud owner of one of your special ones.
Hello, Paul. I just want to say how much I've enjoyed your programmes this week with all the happy memories. I've been with you since the very beginning, and I've loved every minute of it.
Hello, Paul. It's Rena in Raynham. We spoke to each other and had a lot of jokes and fun, and you've really made me laugh. You've really cheered up my days. Been listening to you for years. Good luck and loads of love.
Hello, Paul. It's Sharon from Early here. It's been a pleasure talking to you over the years, and you've been such a good friend, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Bless your hearts. Thank you so much for these. And there'll be some more a little bit later on. There are so many messages coming through online. I can't mention them all. And I don't want to mention just one or two. But every single one is being read, I can assure you. They've been absolutely overwhelming. It really has. Email address, by the way, paulmillershow@bbc.co.uk. Text, you start with the word Miller. Send to 81333. Start your WhatsApps with Miller. You find me on Twitter at Paul Miller Radio. And incidentally, if you do follow me on Twitter at Paul Miller Radio, I have retweeted a few photographs in the last few minutes or so. Emily, who's working with us tonight, who's been working her socks off next door, taking all your lovely little messages and so on. She's been taking some photographs and she put them on Twitter, and I have been retweeting them. So if you ever wanted to know what Mr. Bob looks like, or want to know what Mr. Russell looks like, I can't understand why, then you will find them on there, okay? You find me there at Paul Miller Radio. You may also want to know what Mr. Mason looks like. We certainly know what he sounds like. Then he'll be popping in for a little chat after this from Kylie.
Baby, there ain't nothing better, and I could do
Kylie Minogue and Tension, 14 minutes past 12. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the south and east. We thought he had gone. He's back, Mr. Mason.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes.
This is very strange.
It is. Yeah, it is strange. You know, last week when I said we had people coming in straight... Is Mason coming in? Oh, dear, his giggle.
You know, it's the most strange thing is I've never seen so many people in this building the whole time I worked here.
Neither have I. I know, we've got all sorts of people
It's
in
really
here tonight.
nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. But there again, there are goodies next door. There are sweets and chocolates and biscuits and things.
There
So,
is
you
the
know,
biscuits, that's all
speaks
it
for
is.
itself, really, doesn't it? How long have you been left from us? It's
6
not that long,
months.
is it? 6 months. I know it's not long.
Well, just under 6 months. It's 6 months
Wow.
at the end of this month. So, yeah.
Yeah, have you recovered yet?
Just about.
Has your body clock sorted itself out?
Nearly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to sleep sort of like, you know, normal times.
Yeah. I still feel a bit quizzy around 20 to 11 each night. But
Yeah, you wake up in the middle of the night, you can hear the bag tune. You can hear that tune. I know. We were going to try actually and get the guy who wrote that on, but it was too complicated. He lives the other side of the world and he doesn't speak English and all the rest of it. So it was a bit awkward. But just amazing that bit of me. And as Bob was saying earlier on, it was chosen. It was a last-minute thing. It really was. You know, he said, we need a bit of music for the bag. Hang on a minute. And there were some CDs lurking around, a bits of what we used to call library music. And we put a few in. Oh, that's no good. No, that's rubbish. Oh, yeah, that'll do. And there you go. Look at that. All the royalties he's made over the years.
I know, just from one compilation album, one random...
Bizarre.
Yeah, track 8, that'll do.
Absolutely. So, we've been doing the back... I'll tell you something. Aren't you glad you weren't here earlier with some of those questions we had in the early days? I mean, they were unbelievable. They were so difficult. I can understand now why people have sometimes said in latter years, oh, that's a silly question. That's far too easy. Because they were really difficult. Like, mastermind.
Maybe I'm a bit evil, but I did quite enjoy writing some of the questions.
Yeah, the maths ones. Did you do that maths one tonight?
No, I didn't do it.
I'm just checking.
No.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But sometimes just to wind people.
Oh, what?
You're really pernickety with the answer.
Yeah, I know you were. Very, very unfair.
Yeah, you love that. You love the maths, the acronyms.
Acronyms. Oh, and I still can't do anagrams. I mean, the one tonight was confectionery. I had a big clue. No, did I get it? Not a chance. Miserable. But I did get the harp. You see, because I'm refined.
Yes.
So I relate to these.
Classically trained.
I'll tell you something. Talk about pillock. One day, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, doing the bag with Dan, and the musical instruments have been, what is this? So I heard like a ding. There's me. I thought I was being so clever. I said, I think it's a harpsichord. So Dan's answer, what's a harpsichord? I thought, okay, I can see I've got this completely wrong. The person we're playing with, it sounds like a piano to me, and that's what the answer was. I was trying to be so clever. Maybe it's an absolute pillock, but there you go. Blimmin' hell. Tell me something. As someone who's... Russell was saying earlier on about you used to like putting the bag questions together. I know that because obviously I can't get involved with that because I do it. Some people have said over the years, oh, it's a curse. Other people have loved doing it. What was it for you? You can tell me the truth.
I really enjoyed it until it was Monday, 10 minutes to 10. 10 minutes before the show starts, and I still haven't written 20 of the questions yet.
Yes.
Quick. So, you know.
Shall I drop you in it now? I'm going to drop you in it big time.
What?
There were one or two occasions where we would go into the bag and Mr. Mason would say, don't let history come out because I haven't written the question yet.
I couldn't find the tile.
Don't do 80s. I haven't updated the question. The question's from last week. It's gone. And there'll be me. I'll pull out history. Put that one back again. And we'll run another one instead.
Oh, I dropped it. Oops. Yeah.
Oh, the truth can come out now. It was all genuine. In case people think it was genuine, but there were a couple of occasions where things happened, and if a certain question had come out, it would have been inappropriate or whatever, and so it was changed. But 99% of the time, it's true.
See, that's the thing. Before I joined, I only obviously heard the show. I wasn't here at the BBC beforehand, so I only heard bits. I thought it was like sound effects on a button. I thought he's got about 4. There's at least 4 or 5 different jumble around in the bags there. That's pretty
Do
good.
I look like someone who live on sound effects? Do I?
But it's so much more basic than that. It's literally a bag.
It's a bag,
and
yes.
a bunch of tiles.
With tiles in. I know.
Have my labels all rubbed off yet? I brought in my own label maker to...
No, that's in actual fact, some of them are still going. That's one of yours. That one, I think. She. Now you know I'm about OCD. You used a different font when you did yours. And whenever they've come out over the last 6 months, I have been so agitated. Is that yours? Musical instruments? Is that one of yours?
No, that's not. No.
Is that not one of yours? Oh, so in which case it's Dan next door then who's used the different fonts. Right. Now I know who to deal with. But no, there's a few here that are in a different font.
There was my favourite one that I printed out. I don't know why. I'm so sad that I have a favourite label that I printed out.
You're sad.
Was spelling because I misspelled it. And you didn't notice for about 4 weeks.
True. They are literally little plastic tiles with names, subjects I just printed on them. And the spelling one is Spelling. It is. And I never noticed for ages. And then he pointed it out. So, what? What? Crazy. But did you have any system or method for doing the bad questions? You know,
no, not really.
Was it just a case of just have a sad life thinking of bad questions all day?
Scroll through Wikipedia pages of British prime ministers and stuff like that. Yeah. No, it was always that was the one thing there was pressure about. You know, everything else kind of changed a little bit around the show and that, didn't it? And we had like new features and bits and pieces all over the place, but the bag was the one main thing, and everyone's so passionate about it. So there's a little bit of pressure there, but I think it was right. You got to make it fun as well.
Oh, absolutely. The thing is, if you do get it wrong, oh my goodness, you know it. You know it within seconds. The text will come through. Tell Mr. Mason, you don't pronounce it like that. Still get them now. But Dan had one the other night. Tell Dan that's not how you say it. Okay, fine. But it's good, though, that people take it seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. I suppose, we haven't mentioned it yet, but I'll mention it with you, is Twisted Tracks. Apart from with Russell earlier on, who came up with the idea, that, I don't think people... It's a very much a Marmite thing. It's a real love-hate. I've had people say to me, I can't bear that. And there's other people, I've got one on the text here saying I shall miss Twisted Tracks in particular. It was the busiest night of the week, and when I used to say 200 or 300 suggestions for twists, I'm not exaggerating. And I used to sit here and watch you through that glass, sweat running down your face. It was a manic night.
It was so brilliant though, and I think before we came up with a subject, or before we ran through some of the suggestions for subjects, we try and do them ourselves.
Yeah.
And we'd spend about 20 minutes coming up with two average puns.
Mediocre. Yeah.
And then within about a second of you posting it on Twitter, people were sending in brilliant ones.
I know. And I would say, why didn't we think of that? Why didn't we think of that? But people are just so good at it. I've had people say to me, and I've got friends who've listened to it and said, I couldn't do that if I tried. My mind doesn't work in that way. I think maybe if you're someone who's got one of those sort of like, I don't know, a mind like a bit crazy, likes doing quizzes and things, because all you're really doing is substituting one word for another that rhymes, But I think everyone tries to outdo everybody else, and that's what made it so good. Think, right, I'm going to get the best one tonight. I'm going to get a double whammy. They were really, really good. No, I really enjoyed those, absolutely. What was I going to say? Stephen I can't read all these messages out, but there's one that's specifically for you here. Stephen in Reading, he says, good to hear from Mr. Mason again. He says, my girlfriend tells me that now when I laugh, I sound like him.
Oh, my giggle's infectious.
So maybe it's infectious.
See, that's the thing. I didn't realise I had a giggle until I came here.
You what?
Well, I just thought it was a laugh. It was like, you thought that
was you didn't realise you had a giggle?
It was Justine who often produced the show.
Yeah.
She said, they're going to love your giggle, before I came on for the first time.
And you had no idea.
And then I got my only nicknames I got from this show are Giggle, Mr. Giggle, Giggle Pot.
Yeah, and quite rightly so. You must have. Someone must have told you before.
No, I don't know. I feel like you don't recognise your own laugh. I feel like Jimmy Carr didn't realise. He goes,
no, I suppose that
until
makes
someone
sense.
said, you're laughing really strangely.
Yeah. No, but it's always Mr. Mason's giggle, always Mr. Mason's giggle. One thing that is interesting, as the people I've spoken to throughout the week, there's always been a night that stands out when something's happened. Was there one for you? Because you were with us for several years. People think you're only with us for a couple of weeks, but you were with us for several years.
Felt like years.
I don't think we did we? I mean, you know, we had all sorts. There was Steve the other night I was talking to when he was down here from Radio Leicester. We had the security alert. The first night he was doing the bag, he was really nervous. Halfway through, a policeman walked in the studio. It's true. You've got to get out. You've got to get out. There was a suspect pass out the front of the building. It turned out to be washing.
Well, that's the one thing that I really remember.
The television.
So someone put a television.
This is a great story.
That I think had a terrible message on the front or whatever. So it was treated as a bomb threat, as it should have.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
We only got gossip of it before we realised this severity of it. So there's this is about half an hour before the show starts. Paul and I go out to the front. We couldn't see it from certain windows, so we go into the big boss's office.
Yeah, it's true.
Not sure if we're allowed
at the front of the building. We were there.
And we looked to get a closer look.
Yeah.
It turned out it was a bomb threat, and the police were there checking it.
The whole place, you can imagine, the whole place has been evacuated. There are bomb squad there. There are police cars everywhere. And there's me and him hanging out the window. Oh, look.
nosy Parkers. And
did they know we were there?
No. And then we went to make a drink in the kitchen, and so an engineer came in and said, "Oh, make sure you stay away from the front of the building." We were like, "Oh, yes,
we won't go there.
We wouldn't do that.
We'd already been there." I remember that. That was funny. I don't think there was anything, was there? It was just a hoax.
No, yeah. It was just a bit of graffiti on an old telly. But.
Oh, I do remember that very much so. And we didn't take any notice. We didn't think of this could have gone bang.
No.
We were just literally hanging out the window.
Oh, I want to see what it is.
Oh, get a better view from over here. Come on, look at that. Look. And little did we know what was going on. That was just crazy. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I don't think we had any other disasters, did we, though? Anything that happened that was...
I don't think so. There was one time where you didn't where you were stuck in traffic.
Oh, here we go again. Blinking roads.
I know that there's the snow disaster, wasn't there, years and years ago?
Yeah.
But it's just,
was there a note I wasn't in?
Well, you were in half an hour late, so you done most of the show, which was nice.
Did you do the first half?
So
hour?
I done the first half an hour.
One. I remember that, and the listeners said we prefer him. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I do.
So that was very nerve-wracking, and of course the other time I got to actually host the whole thing.
Yeah,
that was planned that time.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a huge honour as well.
Yeah, that was really good. Oh, and of course you helped with the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love the Christmas tree.
But bearing in mind we're both 2'4". All the Christmas decorations were on the bottom of the tree. There was nothing from the middle up.
Standing on a very sturdy, spinny chair.
So he stood on a chair. I said, if health and safety could see you wobbling around on that thing.
Oh.
Well, it was good though. It really was. And of course, the sound all was your idea.
Yes.
Because everyone who's been on this week has been responsible for something. You were responsible for the sound all. Oh, that just went crazy again. And again, it was that competition. I think there was this idea of, I've got to get it before somebody else does. I've got to work out what the connection is.
So it was basically a rip-off of Wordle, wasn't it?
It
that was huge
really,
at the time. Yeah. But with noises, with songs, and I think... people got invested in that as well, didn't they? It took a while, but they got there at the end.
Very much so. And the competition's still been there up until last week to try and see if we could have one that people couldn't get, and we've done it. Dan did threaten, songs in a foreign language backwards, slow down at one stage, but we never actually got to there, thank goodness.
I think my last one was made up of all the ones that we didn't get over the time from when we started it, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I remember that. Yes, it was the very last one. And the connection was they were all songs that hadn't gone the first time round. But funnily enough, I think people got them all, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Strange.
Record time, probably.
Yeah, probably. Was there something we spoke about that stands out for you? Because we always talk about important things, on this programme. What colour fairy liquid do you use and... how often do you clean your dusters?
Oh, there's a few things that stand out that kind of got taken away and out of proportion. My pink lipstick.
Oh, yes.
I still get messages to this day about, have you used up your pink lip balm
This
yet?
is Mr. Mason. It's a cold day, so he goes in the shop to buy some lip balm. Nothing wrong with that, except Mr. Mason doesn't buy lip balm at all. He picks up a stick of lipstick. He's in the car putting it on without realising. So there he is, going along in his car with his bright pink lips. He had no idea why everyone was looking at him a bit old-fashioned. Good grief.
I thought I looked good.
I'm glad you did, because no one else did. Ridiculous if you ask me. I had to sit here all night looking at you with them blinking lips. Gee whiz. But no, like everything, we had lots and lots of fun. And I think the great thing about this programme has been it was always intended to be a little bit of escapism. Right from the start, that was the whole idea. You know, people have very, very different lives, you know. Some people are very busy, some people are very quiet, and nighttime is a very strange time. Some people work at night, and that can be a lonely time, and people always assume when you say someone's lonely that they are at home by themselves. Not the case. You get people who are driving lorries, people who work... we always got messages from security people driving around. It can be really, really lonely driving around in a car and what have you late at night, and lorry drivers going through the region. And again, people also at home. And it was just a case of trying to create family. I think sometimes it has a strange connotation, but like a little family, you know. So you don't have to be lonely at night. You can join this madness. And it doesn't matter what sort of mood you're in, because if you're in a good mood, you'll continue to be in a good mood. And if you're in a bad mood or you're not feeling too good, well then hopefully we'll lift you. That was the whole idea.
And I think you're right to say, like, it's a bit of a family. Yeah. It's a bit of a club, isn't it? I think we all...
it's free,
felt
though.
part of something. Yeah, it's free. Wait until he starts charging.
Can you imagine?
But no, I think it's yeah, as you say, like a bit of escapism. But it's just talking about what people talk about in their real lives, and you know, news and stuff like that is very, very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also it's not what we talk about 24/7, is it?
Yeah,
so it's been nice to come on here and talk about, you know, if you've got a mouldy block of cheese, do you cut the end off and eat the rest? Or
but it's important. Everyone can relate to it. Yeah. You know. Okay, we weren't too hot with the Radio 3 listeners. You know. they weren't big fans. But I don't know if you heard the clip earlier on. The Prime Minister, Theresa May, used to listen. See, I remember telling you about that, and you laughed at me and said,
I didn't think it was real, and then I heard the story from a couple of other people.
Would I say something that wasn't real? Now, just... Would I? Hey?
I'll let my silence. But no, I've never actually heard it before, which is cool. And hearing the first ever bag,
and isn't it different?
Clips, I mean,
apart from the music, I mean, they are scary questions. And I'd forgotten all about the way we used to do it when we didn't have somebody on the phone with us originally or initially, and so people would phone in and text in their answers. Bob would be taking them down. I'd be, read them off the screen and what have you, and we just read them through like we did. Pauline in blah, blah, blah thinks the answer's this, and so-and-so over there thinks the answer's this. And then we decided to get somebody actually on the phone. And you'd have thought we'd ended the world, you know. It was suddenly, you can't change that. We've got used to it now. Nobody ever likes change. Nobody ever likes change. You know, all of us, we're all like that, you know. And but, you know, sometimes you have to. Things have to evolve. Things develop, don't they? Yeah, they simply do. So away from work, 'cause that's all boring, have you been doing anything exciting since we last? Because we like to catch up with the gossip. Have you been on tropical holidays and things? You know, anything exotic? You're not still doing that? You're not doing that pole dancing still, are you?
No, I'm on to belly dancing now.
Oh, no.
I like the jangle.
That was a mistake.
No, nothing to report. Nothing massive, really.
Catch up with the gossip, don't we? No, nothing really.
No. I'm learning Dutch.
I beg your pardon?
I'm learning Dutch.
Why?
I just thought it's a fun language to learn.
Is it?
Because I learnt German at school.
Right.
So I thought it's kind of close to that. So
yes, and a couple of bus rides away. Yeah. So you thought, I'll do Dutch.
So ich ben Apple. I'm an apple.
Oh,
so
cool.
I've got that far.
Yeah. So is this like an online thing or
it's just a little app? You got to do it every day. Just a little lesson every day.
So you are driving around in the car or going around the house with the Bex Bissell, listening to someone saying whatever, and you repeat it. Is it? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And how are you getting on with it?
I feel like you've got to be cultured and learn new things, and that's that's just.
Can you say anything more than I'm an apple?
Oh,
bearing in mind there'll be people listening.
Ich bin ein. No, I don't know.
Look, you've been doing this now for 9 years.
De sap is lekker.
De sap is lekker.
Is lekker.
Is lekker.
So the juice is tasty. Again, it's related to apples. I'm only on the apples.
I was going to say this is.
We start at A and work our way through.
I remember being at school in those language lab things with the headphones on, and then there would be this person talking to you in this language you were learning. It'd be French in my case, and the teacher would say, "Now, listen to what the lady says, and then repeat. So she's giving us instructions in French. We hadn't a clue what she's on about. And then you could tell because her voice changed, and it would be écoutez et répétez. Listen and repeat. Oh, it was obvious from day one I wasn't going to do well at that. It really was. And why do you always learn silly things like I'm an apple? Or, we used to have, Mary is under the table with the dog. I mean, when are you going to use
what
that?
What are you doing down there, Mary?
I mean, if you go on holiday to France, you want to walk into a shop to buy something, you're not going to walk into the shop, excuse me. You don't, do you? It's just crazy.
They're never normal sentences,
They were never normal sentences, no. It's no wonder I failed it. Oh, dreadful. So tell me, when you've learned more than being an apple, what are you going to do with this Dutch? Are you going to do anything interesting with it?
I don't know. Might go to Belgium.
Great. I'm sure people will be looking forward to that, won't they? It's going to be great. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm only on day 18, so let's wait until I get around 20 to see whether I give it up or not.
Yeah, give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of time. Oh, never mind. Hey, it's good to see you tonight, because I haven't seen you since, I've spoken to you, but I haven't seen you since you escaped.
Yeah, we're natural all the time, don't we? But,
yeah, it's natural about catching up with the gossip. I hate gossip, but I have to just listen to it to be polite.
That's the worst part of doing this job, was having the gossip beforehand. I mean, we had to do it, didn't we?
Well, just in case people talk about things on the air you don't know about
exactly,
them. You've got to know these things. You've got to feel educated. Yes, absolutely. Well, I know there'll be people, I can see on the text. I'm not going to name any names because there are too many and I don't want to leave anybody out. But there are lots of names on here from people talking about about your giggle. So for someone who didn't think they had one, you are now world famous. You don't tell us where you work now, but do they know you as a giggler there as well?
I've had a few people. One person who is very, very kind of intensely positive,
right,
and with their emotions and everything.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a conversation with someone. They walked over, slammed their hands on the table, went, "Mason, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but your laugh is fantastic."
Oh, wow. Oh, there's that great people.
But how do you react to stuff like that?
I know. Don't know really. You'll turn around and say, I know.
Tell me about it, darling.
Tell me about it. Oh, it's so nice to see you again. It really is.
Thank you.
It really is. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for all that you did for us whilst you were with us with the sound and all the fun and games and bits and pieces. And it's true, you did read all the bad questions. They were all the tiles were all falling to bits, the labels were all coming off, and all the rest
That's
of it.
my one legacy, it's labels.
Labels, absolutely. I should be having a word with Dan later because he's the one who used the wrong font. We're finished anyway. As a result of that, it's not happening. You take good care. No, we'll keep in touch, obviously, but not obviously not around here. Thank you for everything you did. It was great fun. We did, and it's great that people remember you as Mr. Giggles. And thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
You gave up Wish Drive to come in here tonight, didn't you? Or was it bingo?
It's bingo night tonight.
Bingo night tonight. You could have won a packet of biscuits, couldn't you? You think a quarter of tea.
And just to reiterate what everyone else has said, this show is just something else that is, it's never going to be repeated again.
We hope not. Will they repeat me on UK Gold in 50 years' time, do you think? Can you
Dave
imagine?
+1. But this is never going to happen again. So it feels very great to not just be a part of someone that listens to this show, but to be welcomed onto this show as the producer and stuff as well. It was an absolute honour, and what's been done here is absolutely brilliant. So
Thank you
should
very
be
much.
so proud of yourself.
Thank you. You're an absolute star. Take it easy. And Bob said you're next door in the producer's lounge. I've never really called that before, have you?
We've got disco lights in there now.
Have you really? Cool. You're having all the fun next door.
If you're lucky, you might be put on the guest list.
Thanks. Love you too. Take it easy.
Thanks
for coming in. Lovely. Mr. Mason had to pop in to see us tonight. It's 23 minutes to 1. It's been great to catch up with some of our producers in the past and find out what they remember, things they did, and the significance of little decisions they made, little changes they made that went on to shape what we actually do, which is great. Right, 22 minutes to 1. We've got more of your messages to come through, and I know people have been asking, is Andrew from Brighton going to do one of his little odes again? We used to have "'Twas the Night Before Christmas", "'Twas the Night Before New Year", etc. There is an ode for tonight that Mr. Dan will be reading very shortly. I haven't seen it yet. We will hear it together, but I know Dan said it is brilliant, which is no big surprise.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. When my depression
one day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favorite city. Pierced through the heart, but never killed. Did you hear my covert narcissism? Like disguise as altruism, like some kind of consciousness. All this time, I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. I have this dream, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me. I am the problem, it's me. It's me. I am the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Times, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
Taylor Swift, and I'll tell you something else. I'll tell you a little secret. There's no reason why I shouldn't now. I always thought that was Anti-Hero, and it was only when I first played it I saw what it was called. I thought, oh, thank goodness it's written down in front of me. I did think that Anti-Hero was a bit of a naff name for a song, to be honest.
Paul Miller. BBC. Radio Soul.
18 minutes to 1. Somebody mentioned earlier on about things that we've given away over the years, and, we're tight as a drum round here. And I'm just thinking about some of the things that we have given away. Nothing that specific, really. We had many, many moons ago, Paul Miller Show bugs, which were these little, little round, fluffy things you get with like a, what do you call it, like a ribbon tail. We gave away, I think we gave about 1,000 of those away, and we turned that into a quiz. We asked people to take these little bugs. You didn't win them, we just gave them to you, and you had to take them on holiday with you, take a photograph of the bug wherever, you happen to be, and send them in to us. We had hundreds of those, absolutely amazing. And I know somewhere I've still got those photographs as well. They were brilliant, and it was just crazy what people had done. People had gone around the world, giving those little bugs to people, in the middle of Tokyo or something, and saying, quick, hold this whilst I take a photograph. It was brilliant. It really was. Probably one of the funniest things we ever had was the I Go to Bed with Paul Miller t-shirt, which people used to win. And I can remember going to a show, I think it was the Bournemouth Air Show, actually. I can't remember. I think it was. And there I was meeting people. So many people have come to see me over the years, which has been absolutely wonderful. It's so touching. And this gentleman came up to me wearing a Mac. You always get a bit concerned, And he looked at me and he went, ta-da! Opened up his Mac. Poor lady next to me almost fainted, and he had the I Go to Bed with Paul Miller t-shirt on, and that was again loads and loads of fun, and people were sending in photographs of them, so that was great. We loved those. And then of course there were the dupe bags. When people talk about winning one of my bags, that is probably what they're referring to. Now, we pulled out all the stops for these when we did this about 6-7 years ago, something like that. They were real dupe bags, not the usual rubbish that people give away. They were real dupe bags. They were quite strong. You could get quite a lot in them. And I think, if I remember rightly, because you know me head like a sieve, I think they weren't prizes. You got one if you managed to get through to join us on the phone to run through the answers on the bag. And again, there are only about 200 of them in existence. There aren't that many. So if you've got one of them, keep it nice and safe. Keep it nice and safe. In 1,000 years' time, they could be quite collectible. You never know. But I don't think we've given away anything else, have we, that's been of any use? So that's not bad in 23 years, is it, eh? Bugs, T-shirts and bags. Well, what more would you want? What more would you want? Okay. It's 1:45. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South on. It's our final night tonight. And you have been phoning through with your messages. And we did, well, I say we, I never decided anything. This was decided by some of my colleagues who are doing what they do because they know what they're talking about and I don't. They said it's going to be so difficult for people to get through, and I appreciate that it has, especially as we cover about 13 stations at the moment. But we decided we'd open the lines, you could come through, speak to one of my lovely colleagues, and they would record the little messages. And I have so enjoyed hearing them. They have been brilliant. Thank you so much. Lovely and positive and lovely and friendly. Let's hear some more. And shortly, Andy's ode, "'Twas the Last Night," on its way before one.
Hiya, Paul. It's Julia Smith. Used to be of Rownhams, now live up near Edinburgh. But I just heard that it was your last night tonight and just wanted to say all the very best.
Dear Paul, I stumbled across your show back in 2014 while sitting in my car. I've been an avid listener ever since. I used to love it when you and Mr. Russell used to look through the newspapers at the end of the show. I even introduced my friend Mike from Uckfield to your show. I will miss my Paul Miller fix every night so much.
To the legend that is Paul Miller, from Rosie and Paul, I just wanted to say a huge big thank you for making our evening so enjoyable and lots of fun, great times had by all.
Hi Paul, I want to thank you for all of those years of service. I think what I'm going to miss most is mocking you for those frozen roast potatoes that we've learned about over the years. All I want to do now is wish you all the best for the future. Thanks very much. Scott from Herne Bay.
Hello, Paul. Susan Seaford here, and Michael's here as well. And we'd both like to thank you for all the fun and laughter and games and quizzes over the years. We have loved it all and even won a bag, which we will treasure. You are a companion to all.
Hi, Paul. I'm now 27. I've only ever known life having you playing on the radio. You've helped me through so much, through education, through breakups. Even when I'm moving away, I currently live in Derbyshire, but I always have you on my phone. You've connected our family. So I'm Emily from Sanford. My mum's Belinda from Sanford. My brother's Sam from Sanford. You're a part of our family, and we'll all miss you and wish you the best.
Paul, hello. It's Judy from Pulborough. I am so glad I got through. I sent you a card. I sent you an email, but nothing is the same as speaking to you. You've just been absolutely amazing. And you know how much I love the bubbles, usually from mineral water, but I've upgraded tonight, darling. It's a special night. Thank you for everything, darling. And good night.
This upgrading of the bubbles is something that concerns me quite significantly, actually. I have heard from... no, I'm afraid it has to be said. Emily told me a little earlier on that she had spoken to a few people this evening recording your lovely, lovely messages who appeared to have had a couple of bubbles tonight and a couple of Cinzano Biancos, which quite personally I think is absolutely disgraceful. Disgraceful. Andrew's final ode is on its way.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can't find a key without you. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go. I'm sorry if it's all too much.
Another one of those songs reminds you of TV adverts. It's so annoying. It's also extremely clever. Whenever you hear a song that's been used in a TV advert, it's the first thing you remember. It's the way that it goes. Okay, 9 minutes to 1. Paul Miller Show from the BBC in the South and East. And, of course, around the world online. Lots of people listening around the world. Lovely to have you there. Thank you so much for being here over the years. One of the things that I can't remember when it's... Oh, Paul, you are so organised. It really is unbelievable. I can't remember when we started this, but one year, Andrew from Brighton, who he's always been such a great part of this programme. He's incredibly clever with words. No, there's no joke or punchline. He is incredibly clever with words. And one year for Christmas, he sent through a little ode, and it was called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And we read it out on the air. It was brilliant, seriously. And after that, every year people said, "Where is it? Where's Andy's ode?" He's done them every year since. We've looked forward to them. A few weeks ago, Andy said he was going to work on one for tonight. I don't get to hear these until you do. I don't get to hear them beforehand. And anyway, Dan, Mr. Producer, Dan Producer has recorded this for us so we can have a listen together. So let's hear, would it be for the final time, one of Andy's brilliant odes. Ladies and gentlemen, "'Twas the Last Night."
'Twas the night of the last of the Paul Miller Show, and Paul's faithful fans are so full of woe. For 23 years, Paul has ruled the air. That was so long ago when he had some hair. From Monday to Friday, if Paul's car would start, we would all tune in and have a great lark. Then we lost a day, and we only had 4 because Paul's getting on and didn't want more. The phone-ins were great to have a good chatter, with various themes to test our grey matter. We had twisted tracks and the famous bag, and when he got a 6, he would really brag. But having said that, between you and me, we all know his average was only just a 3. For 23 years, Paul was the master of chat, and with Wednesday jokes, we had our own Queen Pat, who would reel them off one after another, though she would always say they were nicked from her brother. Then there was Gary, who would give jokes a try, but the biggest joke was his DIY. And at Christmas time, what became a tradition, Paul would undergo his Yuletide transition to help old Santa by delivering toys to all those deserving, girls and boys. For those that don't know, this was every year, when Paul would help Santa without any fear, which usually meant some dangerous scheme, but Paul had Santa and the elf team. But in order to do this, on those Christmas Eve nights, the rule was to wear those saggy green tights that had magical powers that let young Paul fly, as he flew with old Santa so high in the sky. And we can be sure that Paul will remain to help old Santa again and again. So when Christmas comes each and every year, look up to the sky and give Paul a great cheer. But now back to earth and reality. I'm sure that you all will agree with me that these 23 years have been a great joy, with us knowing Paul, both man and boy. And so, dear Paul, we bid you adieu, with lots of love from us to you.
Always brilliant. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much. And thank you for those lovely, lovely words as well. You've been so, so kind. So thank you very much for those. Do you know, it's really weird. Someone said to me the other day, they said, "How do you feel at the moment?" I said, yeah, I feel fine. It's quite surreal, I suppose, in a way. I've just been, I was chatting to my colleagues the other day, and let me just tell you very, very briefly, because it's all very boring. I started working at the BBC, at a BBC local radio station on the South Coast, BBC Radio Solent, which is where I'm based, okay? That was October 1988. I know I don't look old enough. I know I've been told so many times by my blind friends. So I started the BBC back in October 1988. I had no idea what was going to happen. I started out as what used to be called years ago a program assistant, which was, I mean, to be honest, it was the lowest of the low, but it was fantastic. You learn everything. You worked on all sorts of programs, making coffee for presenters. You do genuinely do that. Cleaning the desks, putting competitions together, logging and choosing music and all sorts of stuff. And that is what I started doing. And I have been so lucky that as the years went by, I was given opportunities to do more and more things. Eventually, the manager, some moons ago, said, I'm going to put you on the air and see what happens. He said, I'm taking a bit of a risk. Anyway, he did. And that's when I met you. And we hit it off, me and you, like a house on fire. No trouble at all. And then, when it came to January of 2000, after the Millennium Bug that basically did very little, they said, go on then, in you go. You can do your thing across the south. Go on, do your worst. And I've been here ever since. And you have been my best friend. You really have. There's nothing, well, maybe one or two little things, you know. There's nothing I haven't told you. There's nothing you haven't told me, because I'm very good at getting things, you know, I sort of wiggle it out one way or the other, you know. There's a way of asking questions, you know. I find all sorts of things. I mean, who else would you tell that you get in the bath with a flask of tea? I mean, you don't get that on the Today programme, do you? Maybe a good thing. You've told me everything. We have spoken about all sorts of things, but then again, of course, we've had nights where we've been very serious when things have happened. There have been times when there have been very, very sad news stories that we've been relating to, but all the time, we've been there together. And we have done our thing. We've had quizzes galore. We've cheated. We have... No. We've had quizzes galore. You may have cheated. Just make sure I get this one right. We have stuffed 50 million packets of biscuits. I have drunk 4,000 gallons of tea. That's why there's a water shortage, though they'd actually tell you that. And all in all, it has been fabulous. You've been my best friend, and I thank you for that. And I've also met a few waifs and strays along the way as well. A few that popped in tonight. I can see you sitting out there. I can smell wine on someone's breath.
Not wine.
It's more than wine.
It's more than wine. Honestly. No, it's definitely wine. And I think it's you, Emily. It smells cheap.
I'm going to let him get away with that.
Pat's popped in again to see us.
Paul, how are you?
All right, good to see you again.
What a week it's been. What a 23 years it's been.
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
Fantastic.
Because people don't realise I was only 6 months old when I started working here.
And you haven't grown yet.
And
and the hairline's still the same since then.
And the same romper suit.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with this romper suit. It's very comfortable. But no, loads of lovely people I've met over the years, really having some lovely people who are here tonight. And for the, I don't know how many people I've probably spoken to over the years, one way or the other. And regardless of where you are, whether you're some of our newer listeners from the East, you know, Nick left and I said, I'll look after Nick's audience for a while. And you've been so welcoming. I was expecting you to say, get him off. He doesn't speak like us anyway, down there on the South Coast. You've been the most adorable people. And I'm so grateful for everything that you've done. I'm very, very grateful for all the gifts and the cards that have been coming through, which I'm sure I don't deserve, but I have loved every single minute of it. So if I was to go back to October 1988, would I do it all over again? I think I probably would. In fact, I know I would. So you never know. What goes around comes around. Maybe we'll see each other again one day. Down the off licence, you'll be find me there Thursday afternoons. And of course, now I don't work in the evenings. I can go all sorts of places. Whist drive apparently is good. I can do bingo, which I learned a couple of years ago in Oxford. I can do everything now. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, listen, take care of yourselves. Thank you for everything. Just remember, the bottom line for everything that I've believed in on this programme is just be nice to people. That's all you've got to do. Take care. Lots of love. Be nice to Alex. He'll be with you tomorrow night. Byesy, bye now.
BBC News at 1 o'clock. This is Tyler Dunn. A result is expected soon in the Rutherglen and Hamilton West by-election in South Lanarkshire. The poll was called following the removal of the SNP MP Margaret Ferrier, who broke COVID lockdown rules in 2020. Our political correspondent David Wallace-Lockhart, who's at the count, says Labour are feeling confident.
The talk now is about the scale of Labour's victory. One party source told me a short while ago it's looking comfortable, talking of majorities in the 7 or 8% range. SNP are saying this was always an uphill battle for them. They've been in government for a long time. The backdrop to this by-election being that their former MP, Margaret Ferrier, lost the party whip after taking a train journey from London to Glasgow back in 2020 after testing positive for COVID.
Rishi Sunak says a missile attack that killed more than 50 people in a village in eastern Ukraine demonstrates the depths of depravity Russia is willing to sink to. Many of the victims have been attending a funeral wake. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said the location of the strike was deliberate.
Russian terrorists launched an attack that one can't even call beastly, because it would be an insult to beasts. A deliberate missile attack on a village in the Kharkiv region, targeting a regular grocery store and a cafe. Russian military personnel couldn't have been unaware of where they were striking. It was not a blind attack.
Scientists say last month was the hottest September on record by a huge margin. Average global temperatures were 0.5 Celsius warmer than the previous high in 2020. The European Union's Climate Service says 2023 is now on track to be the warmest year on record. Dozens of MPs and peers are calling for a ban on the use of live facial recognition technology for public surveillance. The practice has already been used by police, including at the King's coronation earlier this year. Here's our technology editor, Zoe Kleiman.
The Home Office has stated that it wants to explore the further use of live facial recognition technology in the UK to help fight crime. It involves scanning the public with cameras and using artificial intelligence to compare the images of the faces captured with those on a watch list. But today's statement by the MPs and campaigners warns there's little evidence that the tech is effective and argues there's no sufficient legal basis for its use. They also highlight human rights concerns.
A 21-year-old man who threatened to kill the Queen after breaking into the grounds of Windsor Castle with a loaded crossbow has been given a 9-year prison sentence, which will start with psychiatric treatment. Jaswant Singh Chail was detained in the castle grounds on Christmas Day in 2021. And the technology company Amazon is expected to launch 2 satellites into orbit today as part of its plan to build a network capable of delivering internet connections anywhere on Earth. The firm's billionaire founder, Jeff Bezos, wants to expand the constellation to thousands of satellites as part of a $10 billion plan. That's the latest BBC News. It's now 3 minutes past 1.